Live. Let's see. Yes, we are. Beautiful. Ah, let's see. Somebody here. What's up, man? Or good lady, or whatever. What up? Waiting on Gus. Maybe a couple other people. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Waiting on Gus. I invited a few other people if they want to show up. I sent some links out. Who rock? What's up, man? How you doing? We're going to take the 4.6 HPI engine. We got the big block kit in. We're gonna mount that onto the Revo. I did find that piece I couldn't find the other day. That new, it's the new kind of easy start backplate kind of thing. But I need a new starter shaft in the motor or in the engine because it's a different kind of start shaft because it's not a one-way bearing on there. It's just the one-way bearing. I don't know how the new easy start works, but there's no one-way bearing on the shaft anymore. Um, I think it might be in the starter itself. I'm not sure how it works, but there's no one-way bearing, which blows my mind. So I need the new starter shaft. So I ordered that, but we're gonna mount up the engine and see how she works. You hit your face, yeah, yeah, dude. There's a, I knew somebody was gonna vote for that at least. Frank, what's up, man? Sean, what's up? What's up, Addicted? Addicted, I sent you a link if you want to hop in. RC guy, I put one in our group chat too. KGM, what's up, man? Catching up on a lot of your stuff this week. Frank, I appreciate that, man. I just posted a new video today. Yeah, I did the buggy video. Dude, that TLR 4.0 with that I said it so many times in the video. I was repeat myself like crazy. That Tekin Gen 2 setup is insane, dude. I cannot get over it. Oh, finger guns. Thanks for that thumbs down. Um but yeah, it's that Tekin Gen 2 is insane. So I really want to put that in the Typhon and really see what that Typhon feels like. If it feels like a kit when you put it in there. Enjoyed that buggy video. Thanks, man. I did a little bit of music with the Typhon, and then the rest. I want you guys to hear how quiet and smooth that. Until you drive something like that, you're not going to realize what I'm talking about. It's insane. Thumbs down, activate. Yeah, dude, finger guns. Only for the haters though. Don't be swapping back and forth. If you're hitting that thumbs down, you leave it. All right. Not your freak. What's up, buddy? I was in your live, your mobile live for a little bit. My son club had an emergency. Got to run and check it out real quick. All right, addicted. Yeah, if you come back, like I said, I sent you the link, Facebook message. So, and I sent it into all the RC Guy Garages mods. So, if anybody's joining, I know Gus is coming. He had to stop somewhere real quick, but Gus is going to be in here. I think he has some wrenching to do. I figured we'll start softly putting this big block in this Revo and leave everything loose because I got to take it back out to put that new starter shaft in. But I don't have the starter shaft yet. But we get most of it together. Oh yeah, the truck is back to burning nitro, sir. Oh hell yeah! As soon as I got the other electric buggy, that truck went right back because it was only for a short amount of time. But yeah, here she is. Oh, boom! Got that beautiful Nova Rossi in there, man. My half-ass paint job. Oh, we're getting it out. Don't you worry. We are going to air this bad boy out like crazy because we did some light batching with it. Nothing crazy. To some people, it was like, yeah, it was you go some air and went really far, but we're gonna Chef Beardsley that truck. Don't you worry. Cheers to beers, yes sir. I call this the banquet hall because I drink the banquet. Fisco Ripper, what's up, buddy? I'll be on, just can't join. Going to the hobby shop on the way back home. What you getting, buddy? Yeah, Novas. They're sexy. Sam Sarah, what's up? The Trugger, yeah. Don't worry, we're getting the back out. Guess I hate your face. Lost the fight. Yeah, yeah. I was like, I'm gonna put hate your face because I knew for a fact that Earl and Guy were gonna say hate your face. I like how and I want to run back on six. Dude, that buggy on 6S, like I said, that's why when that new video when I added a juice, I was upset, dude. You gotta try it. You only tried it on 3S. That thing is insane. I can't get over it. That's why I really need to test it in the Typhon and really be like, does it actually feel like a kit with a legit setup in it? Because the best way I could describe it, it's not as aggressive. It's so smooth. I know you can go into ESC settings and stuff, but that thing, I'm telling you, it's a night and day difference. It's insane. All right, so the first thing with this is, if you guys are just joining, we're putting this 4.6 HPI engine in my Revo 3.3. I got the big block kit. The first step is to put this motor mount into the truck and take out the Traxxas one. Oh, this actually is a Traxxas one, but the stock Traxxas one. And I'm not going to run the Easy Start. I did kind of rig it on there the other day, but I did find the piece that I couldn't find, and then I ordered a new starter shaft because this is the new Easy Starts. I mean, Easy Starts, Roto Starts are different, so I got a new shaft coming and all that. So thing's gonna be an animal. Don't know what to buy. I did try 6S for 20 seconds. Yeah, dude, that thing rips, man. All right, so we gotta get the Revo out here. I still can't go over how clean that engine is for a used nitro engine, dude. It's insane. I'm also waiting for a phone call, so I actually might have to mute for a little bit when my phone rings. Make sure the crack is hiding. You guys don't tip, so I gotta hide the goods. So it's gonna be cool to get Gus in here too, because he just got a Revo 3.3 for he's had them in the past. But after watching my video, he wanted another one. So it's gonna be cool to get him in here too. And like I said, some of you guys got links, so if you guys want to hop in, let me know. Or just join. Have a pile of stuff. Do my box tomorrow from the RC Max sale. Yes, dude. Oh yeah, definitely Veterans Day, man. Shout out to all the veterans. Hell yeah. So StreamYard, I have to do this for my camera. Yeah. Okay. Make sure there's nothing bad on my worktop. My son basketball game. CSL, I appreciate you stopping in from the game, buddy. Are they winning? So honestly, I could take out this entire Easy Start side because I'm gonna run with the Roto Start. So we might do that before we get too far with this whole build. Although, who knows what I'm gonna do? So I actually just might zip tie it off to the side. So if I ever want to swap it back, I don't have to worry about putting it back in. Because if I zip tie it nice and clean right there, it'll be good for whenever I want to swap it back. DVM got all your money? Yeah, dude. All right, so it's pretty self-explanatory. This goes in there like so, and just replaces the stock. You would think, because Traxxas makes this upgrade. I know it's Traxxas. Why wouldn't they just put this plate on there and run their 3.3s on this plate? So if you want to swap, you don't have to do anything. All right. So what size are you? Ooh, first try. Hell yeah. Does this have a nut on this side? finger guns for the thumbs down. No, not presently 26-17. That's a close game though. So this needs to come off also for the throttle because they have like a new way to hook this throttle up because everything's gonna be higher. So I've never done this before, so it's learn as it go. Oh, 2 thumbs down. Boom, finger guns. There says thumbs down. I have broke one of these motor mounts before, back in the day when all I had was Revos, and I was launching the crap out of this truck, and it came down so hard it actually snapped the motor mount like completely in half. So how does this come out? Because I've only taken off like the whole. Oh, okay. So there's spacers that they talked about in the instructions. Yeah, this spacer. I mean, that spacer. It's like a lock thing to keep it from sliding around. And this one right here. Beautiful. Just a scope crank, ceramic bang, seals. See where this is going, dude. That's insane. Sergeant J, what's up, buddy? Team, I hate your face, yes, sir. I figured I'd throw that in there too. Let's see. Cut your text. Haven't been home though, but I'll send a photo Sunday. Nice. Nice. So this bad boy should just go in here like so. Getting those weird spacers in here is going to be a bear and a half. Or not spacers, like those lock things. No idea how the hell I'm going to do that. All right, so one step at a time. Can I get this screw in here with this all the way up like this? So how's everybody's day, man? What everybody do today? There we go. Curtis, what's up, man? CCXRC, Tony, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Oh yeah, you normally go live today. I don't. That's why I don't normally do lives on Thursday. Because I watch your lives. Appreciate you stopping in, man. I don't want to get too tight with that. So now we got to figure out how am I gonna get these. These are gonna be a pair. These are like to help with the friction because this is meant to slide up and down for gear mesh. So getting these in here, it's not going to be easy with this mount on here. Maybe I should start from this side, but you still can. Like that screw's not tight, so maybe we're going to do that. Like I said, I've never installed one of these bit block kits before. I looked at the instructions like real half-ass like. I got them next to me, but we'll figure it out. Okay, let's take out this screw again. And then put this one in first. Because I gotta try to get those little, they're like, I don't know what they're called, but this is them. They're like those little washers with like teeth on them to keep them like from things moving around. They're not a lock washer because lock washers are like split. I don't know what you would call those. Wish I was home RC wrenching. Storage charge batteries and drinking. Nice, dude. Yeah, I need to actually do that too. I need to storage charge some batteries. You guys see that 1.6S LiPo that's all bananaed in my video I posted today? I actually posted a little while ago, like an hour or so ago. Just looking at chat real quick. They managed to take a 10-minute job into an 8-hour job. It involved a lot of water and ditch. Damn, dude. I'll spin freely. That's what I always say. Yeah, dude, that's what I do. But we'll get back to it. But like trying to get these little guys in with getting this sandwich in between here, I almost want to take out this entire mount. Because I don't know how else you would do this. Does the instructions tell? Let's see. I might be able to take this guy out. It's my to Traxxas include HPI block. It doesn't even say HPI on here. It says like all the other brands because they were like direct competitors when this thing came out. So like they knew what they were doing. Like I just say like why not just put this on the truck already? You know what I mean? Because you're halfway there. But you know they always had to charge you for like just the color, you know. So I'm feeling this is gonna be way easier. Yeah, it's more screws, but and I believe if I just take out the one side, I really don't want to take off the skid plate too. Probably bend it out of the way though. That's what I wanted. The other side, I think, just slides over this piece of plastic, but how? I'd have to slide off the whole front end, right? Is that how this would work? Yeah. The way that's held on. So we got part of it out, so maybe we can do a little bit of wiggling and the plans will align just right. Unless, I don't know if I can. Maybe I can do this. I think if I do this with this, like so, I'm not afraid to make myself look stupid on stream. So this is gonna be trial and error. I have Popeye arms now for digging through chicken Wilson. Yeah, dude. Put a plug in it. All right, so that's one side. And then theoretically, I can do this. Is gonna be super tight. Yeah, because I can't bend up all the way. There's another little guy. We might be just rocking one. Just give it a little extra tug on the Allen wrench. If you're only rocking one. You think they'd come up with a better design after all these years? But to rely on these little guys for the friction is kind of ridiculous. I bet you I'm hitting this down here, aren't I? Yep. I'm hitting the skid plate. I don't want to pull those screws for the skid plate because that whole center, that transmission comes out. I'm gonna have to though. The whole transmission is loose. All right, let's try this again. That's the old one. This is the new one. Camera. And if I do this, slide this bad boy. Come on. Yeah, I'm so close. All right. So now take these new noses, the ones that aren't lined up in the front, so they're all crooked, so you can barely hold anything. That's the way to do it. Come on. This would be easier if you just pulled out the entire thing, but I wasn't taking off all that stuff. So, you know me, I wouldn't be me if I wasn't doing it the hard way. Oh, come on. You might be lined up. Of course, course, I can't pull that out. There we go. So, guys, I'll catch up with chat in just a second. I'm like, right. Of course, I got the screw right on. Got it. First try. We're just seriously put the plug in it. Boom, boom, boom. Time to decorate the tree with the kids. I'll stop in later. All right, KGM, you have fun with that, buddy. If I had a bit that long, I fixed my RC cars from the couch. Yeah. Oh, Gus is here, man. All right, Fisco Ripper. What's up, Gus? Oh, Gus is here, man.
Yeah, it's going.
You want to mute your
Oh.
stream?
Yep, 1 second.
Gus is here, man.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're good, dude. No big deal. So what's up, dude?
Forgot my wheels.
Wheels. Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's gonna swap my wheels out.
Nice. I just managed to get. I'm just putting this motor, this new motor mount for this big block setup in the Revo. You know those little washers that have like the spikes on to keep it from sliding up and down.
Yeah.
That's what I was just wrestling with to try to get in.
How's that going?
I already got those in. Now I'm just putting the back one in that you loosen up to let it slide up and down. So.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta run downstairs and grab my wheels. I forgot my wheels.
All right, buddy. These DDM bits are on sale, guys. You want these bits? You go to DDM and get them. I bought another set to keep in my bash box so I can stop taking them to the pit and potentially losing them. I actually broke a couple tips, but it was my fault. I was using it to hold up a fish scale once, and it's not the tip off, which makes sense. You know, you don't want to do that with your tools. But yeah, they're I like them. All right, so those are for that. These are for
That's how much fun I had with my first set of tires.
Oh damn, dude!
Super slicks.
That's from your Baja, right?
Yep.
Integrity, what's up, man? It's badass, dude. I don't know if you watched my newest video yet, Gus, but dude, I can't get over how awesome that Tekin setup feels in that truck.
Yeah, the censored system, they do work a lot better, especially if you're on a track and stuff. The uncensored ones are too abrupt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say in the video. Like, they're not as aggressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's way more controlled. And, like, if you want to romp on it and lift up the front wheels, I can do a wheelie with that buggy. But it's so controllable that, like, it can do it on command if I want, you know?
Yep.
It's nuts. It blew my mind. Link in the description. What are you talking about, Earl? Tony was in here for a little bit. I don't know if he still is, but it always blows my mind when Tony shows up. Come watch me make a fool of myself.
Is that too loud or is it all right?
No, it's not too bad. You're good. Tacos, Integrity, tacos.
Tacos.
He says, what sounds better, tacos or burgers?
Yeah, that's what I say. Tacos.
Yeah, dude. What
Well,
kind of tacos, though?
burritos. I like burritos better. Well, unless they're real Mexican tacos, not like.
Yeah, I was
But
about to say, if you're getting like real tacos, Mitchell's, what's up, man? Mitchell, I know you're a busy man right now, but if you want to hop in, I put the link up in our chat, in our group chat. But yeah, dude, I like authentic tacos are so good.
yes, they are. My uh, neighbor I used to have, they would go out and they would cook the stuff right on the grill and cook the tortillas on the chef or on the grill and everything. And they would sit there and come over and be like, "You want some tacos?" I'm like, "Oh yeah."
I hope you have a lot.
Yeah, they would make all kinds of stuff like fajitas and enchiladas and stuff, and they'd be like, "Come on over." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, dude. Like me and my buddy are actually gonna do the guy who ran my Revo in that one video. Um, we're gonna do a Taco Tuesday. I think this Tuesday, and we're making authentic tacos. I'm gonna braise a pork butt and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, should be so good.
Yeah, like they'd always get like ribeye or something like that, and then they'd
Yeah,
slice it up real nice and make tacos out of it.
yeah. Me working in a restaurant business, like obviously we have a lot of Spanish people working for us, and
Yeah,
it's just nature. That's just you know. But they always make like authentic Spanish food at work, and it's awesome.
it is. It's so good.
You can't beat it, man. You're making white people talk in integrity.
Ortega.
I made a breakfast burrito for breakfast this morning.
I had one of those on Monday.
Yeah, I made a little bit of bacon and cooked potatoes in the bacon fat, and then made like an omelet and put cheese in it, and then I wrapped it all up in and I used pork roll. If you guys people that aren't from Jersey won't know what pork roll is, but I cooked up some pork roll and put it in there too. It was so good.
Pork roll. That's like that sausage stuff, right?
It's almost like a sausage, yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, Big John?
I've never had it, but I've seen it like on cooking
Like,
shows and stuff.
yeah, like the best way to describe it, it's almost like a bologna, but
Yeah.
not the texture of a bologna because I'm not a big bologna guy.
Yeah. I don't for bologna myself either. It's like
Nah.
it's a different kind of bigger hot dog.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like a texture thing for me. But pork roll is so good. You ever come out here, we'll get some pork roll.
Yeah, that's why I like regular sausage, like bratwurst and stuff like that. And that's why some people are like, "Oh, I had bratwurst," and I was like, "That's a hot dog."
Where is my
Bratwurst should be like real meat, not like a hot dog.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Raw
got you.
and see.
Where is my nippers? Tacos. I love Taco Bell. Yeah, I gotta Taco Bell too. Don't get me wrong. I've had this discussion before.
Boy,
I'm
yeah,
not one of those guys that are like, oh, it has to be like the best. No, it doesn't. Like I can appreciate McDonald's for McDonald's. I can
yeah,
appreciate Taco Bell for Taco Bell. You gotta
yeah.
you gotta change your expectations when you go places.
Yeah, food is food. There's all different kinds, and it's all good. It's just different.
Yeah.
I would definitely take real Spanish food, Mexican food, whatever you want to call it, over like Taco Bell for sure.
Yeah, if you put them both in front of me. But if you bring a Taco Bell box with 12 tacos, I'm gonna eat some tacos.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
I'll eat all 12 of them.
Yeah.
My favorite part about Taco Bell is their beans. They make really good beans.
Oh yeah, I'm not a big bean guy.
No, I like beans. I never used to be, and then a friend of mine, he's like, we were out. Taco Bell was one of those places that was open 24 hours.
Oh
And
yeah.
went out after we went to the bar one night and it's like, here, have a bean burrito. And that was probably 20 some years ago. And I've been hooked on them ever since. So I bean burrito when I go.
So I think I'm gonna have to space my transmission up. Or put a smaller. No, it won't work. Hmm. You ever put one of these on?
I think I'm trying to remember. I think everything fit, but I think the spur gear didn't line up, but I think we ended up putting a bigger spur gear on it.
Well, my spur, like the problem is the clutch bell is hitting the spur, like the pinion on the clutch bell is hitting the spur gear, and I can't sit the motor flat.
Oh, so you'd actually have to move it forward, you're saying.
What do you mean move it forward? No, the clutch bell sits like kind of underneath the spur gear, but off
Right.
to the side a little bit.
Yep.
So like if I want to push this engine flat, it's actually pushing up on the transmission. So I'd have to space the transmission up. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like clearance wise, I'm fine. It's sitting perfectly in the middle on both.
Yeah.
um,
I'm trying to remember, but it's been almost not quite 20 years since I did that, like 17, 16. Yeah, so it's like I remember I had to change something. It might have been moving the transmission.
because I know some people had to go forward with it, from what I looked at, but like all the holes are lining up for the engine on this block or motor mount. It's just I can't sit the motor flat because the clutch bell is hitting the spur gear, and even if I push it all the way down, what am I hitting now?
Needs to be in
Yeah, because the bottom of the motor is actually hitting the chassis if I go all the way down. So I'm definitely going to have to space that transmission up. Shouldn't have to go up too high because I don't want to change the angle of those drive shafts too much. If I go like that. I think I see why people move their transmission forward. Because it just wants to go with those holes. So if that goes like that. Hmm. The more you collect, the better you feel. Yeah, dude. Nice, Frank. What you work on, bud? Gus, Mitchell's wants to know what you're working on.
What am I working on, Larry? I'm changing the stripped out a tire or hex in my Baja. I'm taking these are my old tires. I kind of burnt them off, swapping a wheel out of one of those. How's it going, Addicted?
I think I have. I think I see what's happening now. I'm gonna have to round out the bottom of this plate right here for this where the motor screws on, because the corner of this is hitting the chassis. Yeah, that's what it is right there. So this corner right here, I don't know if it'll show up on camera. It's actually scraping some of the paint off. I have to round that out. It's hitting, like on the
corner of the mount by the you're talking.
Yeah, like right here.
Yeah.
I'm got to round that out because you know how with where the rear shocks mount, it kind of bubbles out a little bit. I'm hitting a chassis right there.
Yeah, and yours is probably gonna be a little different than mine because I made my own mount. I actually made one fit out of an Offna buggy or truggy.
Well, you're Gus's custom creations. Of course you did. So, because that one sits good. That's my issue, though. I'm hitting the chassis. I got plenty of room to take some of that off. So that's going to be not a big deal. But that's what was throwing it off.
Yeah, I got all that tire. We were doing donuts in the garage to finish her off. All right. So let me grind this little corner off a little bit, and then we'll see how she fits then, because that's definitely what's happening. I'm going to plug up the carburetor. I would have to say I'm not going to buy these cheap beadlocks off of Amazon again.
No, why is that?
They strip out, plus they got these cheap. Whoa.
Cheap what? You cut up for a sec.
They got these cheap little like wood screws to hold them together. But I guess for $40 it ain't bad, but you can get just the tire for 30. So if I would get the tire seem fine, so I think next time I'll just get the tire.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for, I guess.
Is it wrong that I made an exhaust mount out of a piece of aluminum and not wire?
No.
Yeah. It works. It works, man. I'm going to mute for a second because I'm going to turn on my Dremel.
All right.
If I knew how this worked, there it is. Yeah, let's see if that's enough. Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Now?
If it's better, it's not perfect yet. I'm still hitting. I'm going to have to take a little bit more off. Just a little bit. And then she should drop right into place because I got clearance underneath, so it's not sitting on the chassis. So yeah, that's what's holding me up. I'm just hitting that little bump in that chassis right there. Amazon's going on a budget. I don't have a hobby shop nearby. Yeah, and you can buy like better stuff on Amazon too. You know, it's not, you don't have to always get like the off-brand. What you drinking tonight, Gus?
Bush.
Nice.
These cheap ones have like almost a solid rubber for a
Huh.
foam, where these have a blue foam. It's fairly firm, but this is really, really firm.
We should just run them on those inserts.
That would be like drifter tire.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Whip around in the driveway. All right, I'm going to mute again because I want to turn on the drama. All right, try this again. I don't want to take off too much. Like I said, I'm not worried about the structural integrity. I got plenty there still.
Yeah, I used to cheap out when I was younger, and I'd run them with like two motor mounts or like two
Yeah,
motor mount.
I thought about it. I could have got away with 3, but I was like, you know what? Let me just try to make this work. It might be good. That's lined up. That's lined up. Are we touching? We are. Still touching the chassis just a smidge. What's the mesh like? Actually, the mesh is pretty good. We might not mess with that. All right, cool. All right, so that's good there. So now it's on to relocating the throttle and all that stuff. This is why I'm going to have to use the instructions because there's a bunch of little screws and stuff that I have no idea where to go. The closest hobby shop is 2 hours away. That sucks, dude.
Yeah, I'm in the same situation. It is what it is, but
Is that at least like a good hobby shop?
Yeah, I have like one that's kind of close, but they have to order everything, so I might as well just order it off of
Yeah.
Amazon. Work.
Which kind of it sucks for them too, because like them as like a local business, like you want to give them your money, but like for you to drive 2 hours or call and have them get it and then drive 2 hours, you're better off just ordering it yourself.
Yeah, the one is like about 40 minutes away, and that's the one I have to order. The one
Hmm.
that's 2 hours away, that one they usually have like that place is like a mall. They have so much stuff in there. It's huge.
Oh, we got another thumbs down. Finger guns. That's three. Thank you for that thumbs
Awesome.
down.
That means good job.
Yes, sir. Gotta embrace the haters, man. Love it.
Yep.
All right, so that's that. So what's my next step here? I removed the engine. I mounted the slide. This kit comes with a new flywheel too, because they assume that you're going to use a bump box. Um, so it actually comes with a bigger flywheel and stuff, so you can actually set this up on a bump box.
You can. They're kind of a pain though because it's off to the side, kind of.
Yeah, I seen they like rock it to start it.
Yep. I just use it. That's how I shut them off. I just stick my finger in there and grab the flywheel.
It says in the instructions not to do that, Gus.
It works. I mean, they have no torque. You can. It's real easy.
All right, so this says the motor should be in while I do this. So I guess I'm gonna have to mount the motor because this. No, where's this other guy? This little guy goes on top, and the screws go through this, and this holds your throttle. So it raises your throttle up. So this goes like that on the motor. Not like that. Or like this, probably. No, not like that. Mitchell, I can't even drive to the other province because of COVID. No hobby shop near me at all. Damn, dude. Where you at, man? Provinces? Are you Canada?
Yeah, it must be Canada.
Oh, they want you to replace the throttle arm with the set screw. I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to see how that lines up. Thread the two. Yes, that bell crank mount needs to go on top of the engine. There's another arm here that I don't know what the hell it's used for. It doesn't even show it. It shows it in the parts list, but it doesn't show where you use it. Because the other one's for the throttle. What's this one for? There's an Explovia. Let's see how this looks. So it goes like that. Did that. That's for the throttle. Oh, this is or. You can use this if it doesn't line up. Okay.
You have.
Yeah, it's like it says you use this one or that one. So it makes sense now. Because all this fancy stuff. So now I got to mount the motor apparently. So getting these screws in near these. I'm going to stand up for this. This is a stand-up job. It's the same as Sarah.
Oh. Somebody's
Amazon's name. What'd you say?
I said something's got Bruce going, it sounds like.
Yeah, he's out there raising hell or something. Hopefully it's not a skunk. Ooh. That would have sucked. I just found my truck key in my yard. I went out there to see what Bruce was barking at, and I stepped on my truck key. It fell off my key ring. All right, so I'm going to need to use these screws. So these two long ones obviously go through. What's up with all these little washers and stuff? Yeah. Do I have any winter projects in the works? Like me, personally? I might. I have a couple ideas. I need to get a buggy kit for that awesome Nitro engine I won on Nitro Freaks Live from Senda RC. And then I have a couple other ideas too. I'm going to take off just a little bit more of this, just because I don't like how close it is to that. I'm going to mute one more time. Boom. Need a lake run before the freezes with the boats? Yeah, dude. I was looking at tracks just OT sure. What? Not sure how it would last under full trigger. On what way to find out, man. Been a long time since it's been used. Yeah, dude. You're in a crap situation, but you're getting down to the nitty gritty now, dude. You can probably start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel now.
Yeah, plus winter's coming, so there's going to be not much to do come wintertime anyway.
Yeah, it sucks that he missed all of summer, you know?
I've been there a few summers with my house, working on stuff, and it's doing the roof and doing other stuff, and next thing you know, it's like, we're just...
Yeah. Ooh, getting this in is gonna be not fun with this head. Where is my... I have a ball end here somewhere. Where the heck did I put my ball in? Oh, no. Yeah, this is it.
But yeah, I should have noticed my wheel hex was stripped out that day because my brother-in-law grabbed a hold of my wheel and my wheel was loose. Holy cow, that's hot! And it should have struck me as it was slipping.
Yeah. Should I one? But yeah, dude, that thing is sick though. That Baja.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and so far I've had really good luck with it. I mean, like I told you before, I almost got 2 gallons ran through it, and I have not broke anything. I broke the wheel, but it wasn't even part of the original kit.
Yeah, and
On part.
And the only thing that you wore out were the tires that came with it, right?
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie, I've been mean to it. Like I said, we were doing power turns in the garage, and it was raining that one, so we made a little drift track in the garage.
Yeah.
And that just proves the toughness too, because we were like bouncing it off the wall and everything.
Yeah, it's crazy. Definitely cool. You can't beat it for the price for sure, like you said.
Yep.
And like it's a fair price for like you just want to get into two stroke, you know what I mean? For what you get. Like you can't
Yep.
hell
And
for $500.
yeah, and it's like, a 4-wheel drive one, of course, is going to handle better and stuff like that and whatever. But, they're right now, they're almost 3 times the price. So it's like, you, even at what you get them for, it's still, you can't beat it. It's still a lot of fun.
Yeah. So I was glad you got one because I always heard either really good things or really bad things, and like you're somebody I trust your opinion and stuff. You know what I mean? So like I was super glad when you got it because I was like, now I can really know
Yep.
like how good they really are.
I can see some of the guys saying, like the screws come loose on like the higher end ones with the aluminum parts and stuff. And that's to be expected because, it's aluminum parts. And a lot of times that mass produced stuff, they don't put enough lock, and that stuff comes loose. But like this
Yeah.
one, plastic, it's almost exact clone of like the original HPI. So I haven't had anything come loose. I haven't, like, nothing. It's like I checked it several times and nothing comes loose. The only thing I've had to do was adjust the turbo saver because it was too loose.
Yeah. Where's my ball in? I just had it in my hand.
What was it again?
Yeah, I literally just had it in my hand, Gus.
Back to the video, see where you put it.
It's probably next to where I put the freaking. Dude, so guys, you remember if you guys were in my live the other night, I was going nuts looking for that HBI part. Couldn't find it. Ripped the house apart. Couldn't find it. Ordered a new piece last night. I was talking to Gus. I was like, Gus, I guarantee you I find it tomorrow morning. What happens when I woke up? I freaking found it. Right in the spot I looked 4 times where I thought it was, and it wasn't there. I swear to you, it wasn't there yesterday. And I went there this morning, and that's where it was. Come on, Ballin. So the crappy part is I'm doing all this. I'm going to have to pull this motor back out when that new starter shaft comes in.
That's all right. You have it all set up, Tim.
Yeah, and honestly, this is a dry fit. I'm going to go through everything, make sure everything's tight. Because once that starter shaft comes in, it's going to be like the final thing. It's going to be ready to go.
Yeah, I know some motors are real, or engines are really easy to pull out. That's like 4 bolts and the linkage, and
Yeah. And they're so small, so it's not like a fifth scale where you have to like flip a 30-pound truck on its side and all this stuff. Like you just throw these things around. This thing wants to red. Really? All the other ones are in. Why are you not going in? There it is. All right, so where's this other piece? I might have to use this one instead. Because where this throttle linkage is going to go, I'm not sure if it's actually going to grab the carb slide. But this one looks like it actually is going to be right underneath the slide. Yell at Chef, what am I doing?
yell at it.
That's all right, Mitchells. You got to do what you got to do. And you got plenty of toys to play with when you're done. Build a new barn for the house, for the horses. Furinos. Damn, dude.
Horses,
Horses are your wife's hobby?
hay burners.
Damn, dude, that's an expensive hobby too. Horses ain't cheap.
Yeah,
We used to go to like the auctions and stuff, and then they used to do like horse showing and like walk around and trial them and stuff. Well, we were the not the horse people because we couldn't afford horses, so we would do the cow showing. Before the horses went up, you would show your best cows because my buddy had a cow farm. So we were the cow people.
yeah. I used to actually do that for a job at a for auctions. Used
Oh,
to,
really?
yeah, run the animals out, lead them around, be like, "Here's the animal." They'd bid on it, take it out.
That's pretty cool.
I did that until I got ran over by a bull, and I was like, "I'm done with this."
You want to be a bull rider, dude?
Uh, I just got sick of it because they didn't pay very much because they were technically a farm operation, so they don't have to even pay minimum wage.
That's ridiculous.
And I was underage, but at the time I was living in like an abandoned house. I didn't have anywhere to live, and you can't get an apartment without a credit check, and I was underage, so you can't get an apartment. You can't sign a contract. So I had to work what I could. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you were kind of stuck. It sucks.
Yeah. But luckily, I found a job working on a regular farm, and that was way better. So, plus it had housing included.
Oh, really?
Yeah, milk the cows. That's all I had to do was free house.
Can't beat that, dude. So actually, this might work like so. God, I wish I knew what I was doing. So that is facing the complete opposite way I have this set up. Or is it? I feel like this is how it should be. Yeah, that goes like so. That's too far. I'm going to use this hole. But that's not right. As you can tell, I just let my dog bark at whatever he wants to bark at. I'm not one of those people who are like, yeah, I gotta be quiet. I figured out my issue. I'm an idiot. I gotta loosen up one of these adjusters for this throttle linkage, and it should line right up. This is why I'm the looks in our group, man. I'm not the smarts, all right?
Yeah, so my arm set would show up today for the Revo.
Oh yeah, you got the elimination kit, right?
Yeah. The way it looks, it ain't gonna show up till tomorrow.
Oh damn.
Was supposed to be today, but shipping lately has just been horrible. It's like they're like, oh yeah, here you go. They've been delayed on a day.
Yeah, dude. It happened. I've actually been lucky, but I've had that happen more recently with something else I ordered, and it was like, oh, it's gonna be here today, and then like 8 o'clock that night rolls around, they're like, oh, it's delayed until another 3 days. Like, all right.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as it was though. That's for sure. At least for me.
Yeah. Wait till Christmas though.
Oh yeah.
Gonna be crazy again. It's already starting.
All right. So before I get any further, let me turn this on and this on. I feel like this is not right, so I'm gonna back out this screw right here. Did your boy see the Revo yet or run it?
No, he still hasn't run it yet. That's what I'm thinking with right now. I haven't gone through it yet since I've got it fully broken. Just want to kind of go through things and check it out.
Yeah. Was it everything you remembered it was?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's as far as the driving and stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like you drive and you take off and you hear that second gear and it's just like, oh yeah.
Oh, that's why. My freaking spring fell off. I was like, why is this not returning? It's not one thing, it's another thing. How am I going to do this with this mounted? You'll know to go. I'm sitting here messing with the throttle. I was like, this should be returning. Why is this not returning? It's because I took too much slack off. fucking that and catch it. Come on. Get under there. I need there it is. There we go. I just knocked it off again. How did I get this so easily that time? Dang.
All right, I'll be right back in a minute.
All right, buddy. Gotta adjust. Uh-oh. Yeah, I swear to God, this only happens on a live. There it is. Jay Boogie, what's up, man? Poor shit. But it helps me keep a high MFRC budget. Dude. Equals out then. You've been thrown from a horse or two? Damn, dude. Am I really reading the instructions? I would say I'm grazing over them. Reading isn't my strong suit anyway, so let's try this again. That's what I want. All right, so now can I get this to fit in here? If not, I'm going to have to use the one they provided. It did give me a new spring, but I think that's for the header it comes with. Got on a moose. What's up, buddy? Took out another front gearbox housing in the tech. No, really, dude. Yeah, I'm just grazing them, dude. Because I enjoy tinkering with this stuff. So, like, I do read some of it, but what's the worst that can happen? It can light on fire. Wouldn't it be my first fire? You know what I mean? I'm well versed in fires. But, dude, this thing's going to be a beast. Look at this engine is big in this truck. Damn, this is going to be cool. This is going to be cool. So now the real question is, they want me to use, where's their hardware set? It did come with a flywheel if you want to use a bump box, which is cool. Here it is. So yeah, they want me to use this set screw thing. I've never seen something like this. It's weird looking. It's like a set screw barbell. And they want you to put that on the carb and use that to pull the throttle instead of the one that's on the carb. But I'm curious to see if I can get this stock one to work. Yeah, I might be better off using theirs because this is going to be a bear. All right, so pop that. So wait, yeah, they want you to put this in there to grab the slide. I believe that's what it said. If I know where I put the. Well, how am I losing stuff? Where the heck did I put the instructions? Oh, don't worry, guys. I got them. Like I said, I'm not afraid to make myself look like a fool on stream. I don't care. We all do it. Yeah, it's exactly what they want you to do. Take out the set screw and put this one in there. This looks a little neater than mine, but hey. So I gotta take out this little ass set screw. Probably won't be the first fire that is. Yeah, dude, you've seen my videos. My most recent one was the most glorious, though. What are you growling at, dude? So yeah, this is how they want it. I'm gonna figure out my own way to do this because I do not like the way that is. The way this thing sits in here is weird. And my carb is all the way open. Yeah. So if I loosen this and rotate this more, the spring's going to come off again. I think they want you to use their.
Getting it figured out.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the throttle return spring because I didn't realize that they want you to relocate that, I think, which is my problem right now. Because when I try to mount up this arm that pulls the slide, I lose the spring, so it doesn't return. And then if I mount the horn or whatever you want to call it that pulls the slide, it holds the carb completely open. So I think me reading the instructions helped.
That helps sometimes.
Sometimes. But either way, I knew what the problem was, but I didn't know if it was because of the engine I'm using or I'm just stupid and didn't read the instructions. And it was the second one.
I had a heck of a time with mine at first. The throttle would stick. You could sit there and I would have to hold the slide like it wouldn't idle down. I'd have to sit there and push it in. But after I run it a while, it was fine. So I don't know if that arm was sticky or something at first, because now it's fine.
But your new Revo?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and that's what I pretty much figured it was because I mean it's new, parts are tight and whatever.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there turning on the idle screw. I was like, because at first it took off and it jumped right off the thing, and luckily it landed upside down. And I wish I had my camera on when it did that because that would have been funny, but I didn't.
Yeah. That's how it goes, dude. I'm going to have to rotate this carburetor just a smidge too. Because that is.
Yeah, you might because the stock carb is kind of
crooked.
Crooked, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one's gonna have to be pitched a little bit. It looks like, but like I said, the engine's still the engine's gonna have to come out anyway when I get that starter.
Right.
What you call it? Because I can get to that screw to rotate that carb right now.
What do you want? Yeah.
All right. So what do they want me to do with this throttle and turn spring now? All right. So we got throttle. That's gonna have to be once that's rotated, I can slide that in perfectly straight. It's gonna be fine. Exhaust, blah, blah, blah. Move the left rear screw that secures the throttle brake servo. Remove the 3x6 that secures the throttle return spring. That's it right there. To electronics box. Slide the end of the throttle return spring over the supplied, followed by a tall hollow ball. Oh, that's interesting. So it looks like we're actually moving the location of the, yeah, we're moving the location to the screw that's on the servo back here. Yes, that'll solve the issue I was having. See what happens when you read instructions, Gus?
Yeah, it helps.
Sometimes. Sometimes it just makes it more confusing now. I hope it's the last fire, Boogie. I don't want any more fires. I'm tired of fires. I'm not sure how long I was shredding on it. They crack easy. Oh, yeah, that's crazy, dude. Guys, if you haven't checked out my new video with the buggies, go check it out. You're not gonna miss much here. It's dude, that kit blew my mind. I need to get another one of those techno or Tekin for that and put that in that's gonna be my next video with that Typhon. I'm gonna take that Tekin out of that buggy. I put it in there. I'm curious to see if it feels like a kit after that. Not so much for views or anything, just for my knowledge. I'm curious. Hey Gus.
Yeah.
My Revo is going to have more power than your Revo. How's that make you feel?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, if I can find a cheap one, I'm gonna build one.
Yeah, dude, that's what you're saying. It's gonna be sick.
So I don't want to buy a one and rip it
You
apart.
don't want to. Yeah, I got you.
The one I found, and a guy bid it up to 225, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
Maybe if it had a good motor, but with a blown motor, no, I ain't paying more than that.
Man, if you were closer, I'd probably sell you one I have. Hell, we would just work on them together and it'd just be community RC cars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, would have all kinds of cool stuff going on.
Yeah, it's about here. Take your thing, man. I don't care. Run it. You break it, fix it. That's it.
Yeah, that's what my brother used to have community ones. Like, hey, I want to use it. Okay, you can use this one for a while. Okay.
Yeah, beautiful. Now we're gonna have the throttle return. Now, honestly, I'm kind of at the point now where I can't do much more until that starter shaft comes in. Honestly, guys, I almost sent you a picture before the live started of me cutting this starter shaft because it's too long for one, and then putting flat spots on it because that's all the other one is. It's shorter and it has flat spots for the new starter, how they work. I was just gonna cut it down myself because I don't know if you ever seen these new Rotostars,
No,
but
I haven't seen the new ones. That's why when you were talking about it, I was like, I don't.
it's super weird. There's no one-way bearing, dude. It literally, it's the starter shaft comes out of the engine. This is not a bearing. This metal thing in here, it's just a spacer. And then this, one sec, goes onto the starter shaft with two set screws, and then the one just goes into there and cranks the engine. There's no one-way bearing.
Really?
I swear. I think the one-way bearing's in the starter wand, if that makes any sense, because it does skip like a one-way bearing does,
Right.
but it's not on the motor side. It's literally just this that goes on the starter shaft.
Huh.
There's, it's literally the starter shaft comes out, this goes on, and that's it. Like,
I
because
wonder
I
if
have,
they got rid of it because of the one-way bearing. Horrible.
mm-hmm. Because it, like, I remember when I first had trouble with the starter, I'm like, Gus, there's no one way bearing on this thing. You're like, what? I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, like, there isn't. It's crazy, and because I have the old Roto Start back here, it has the two gears and the one way bearing or whatever.
Yep.
This doesn't have that. It's crazy. That's why I thought about just cutting down this starter shaft, putting two flat spots on it for the set screws, and just using it
You
because that's
could.
all it is.
You
That's
could.
all it is. I thought about it, but I found a starter shaft on Amazon. I was like, let me just get it before I
Yeah.
go butchering this thing. But yeah, that's all it is. It's crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I
that's
remember me and you were looking and looking and looking, and I was like, "There's parts missing. What's going on?"
yeah. No, dude, it was. That's just literally how they. Does the new Savage come with a roto start?
Yep.
Because
And I'm gonna bet it probably has that same style, the non.
I don't. Because the one video I watched on it, the Australian dudes, he was doing pull start.
Was it a pull?
He had a pull start on it,
Oh yeah, he did have a pull start. Yep.
which I think that's stupid. Why don't they? The roto start is like what they do.
Yeah, and a pull start, you need a one-way bearing because otherwise you'll snap the rope off.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's weird. And like the this new style wand, I'll show you. Doesn't look like because I have the old style Rotostart. It's like that weird flat thing.
Yeah.
This is what the Rotostart looks like now.
Oh,
And
it's a drill.
yeah, and literally you put this end in it. It has a ball end, like an Allen ball end on it, and you just stick it in that shaft and squeeze. That's it. And it has different clutch settings, just like a drill. And that's all it is.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure there is a one with there has to be a bearing or something in here because you can hear it spin every once in a while. When the motor starts up, here it goes zzz, and like let go.
It probably does. Yep.
But yeah, these don't have them on the engine no more. Which honestly, I'd rather replace a one-way bearing in this than an engine any day.
Or not worry about it. Just put that piece in a drill.
Yeah, I've done that. That's why this one's twisted. Because
That's
if you
that's what I
get
always. I never used my rotostart most of the time. I would just put it in my drill and.
yeah, if you see like the metal's twisted on this,
Yeah.
because I got a little too happy with a 20-volt drill. So I'm actually looking. What's it called? Who was it? Um, Associated used to make a shaft like this with this kind of end on it
Hmm.
for their nitros, and I'm trying to find it because it's made out of a harder steel. It was on my Amazon list, but like they're gone, so like I gotta find that shaft.
Yeah, what did they call theirs? The MTR or whatever it was. I
Yeah,
can't remember the name.
but that's what everybody was running with these new Rotostars was that wand or
Yeah, because the old ones they just used like
a pin.
it looked like the end of an axle. It had the
Yeah, it had a little pin gun through. I
dog,
have one.
yeah, the dog bone style.
Yeah, where is it? I have it somewhere. Because that's what was on this originally. Because it's crazy. I must have got the newest version of the 4.6X because my Savage is a 4.6S, which is the newest Savage before the new Savage, and it had that new weird starter. He has a 4.6X that has all the same parts as mine, same shocks and all that, but he must have got the first launch of it, and it had the old Roto Star on it.
Yeah, that's what mine had. Like mine had it looks like the Traxxas one, but it has you put it in the end and then it's got the little button on it.
Yeah, I'm looking for mine. I have one. It's and you flip it up. It's almost like you're setting off a nuke. You have to flip it up and hit a red button.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where I put it though. It's in the shed somewhere. I wish that they used it because this is guys. If you know what we're talking about, it's literally this is what the end of that starter looks like on the old.
Yeah, yeah, like just
Starter.
like a dog bone.
Yep, and it just goes in and starts it up.
Yeah, it's like the what is that popular brand? I can't even remember the name of the brand anymore.
Oh,
Tiger or something like that. They make like 90-degree. That's what I.
use a big block motor install. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. What are you saying?
Uh, I wish I could remember what that thing is called. Computer.
So I'm gonna have to modify my box here to allow for the throttle linkage. So guys, I think in the winter I'm going to rebuild my Jado because I found that Jenny's RC sells Jado parts, and like a Jado chassis for Jenny's RC is $9, literally $9. So I think we're going to rebuild my Jado from the ground up with all new parts. I'm going to have a brand new Jado. It's cheap, so I think we're going to do that. I'm going to take the 3.3 engine that came out of this Revo and put it in there, so I'll basically have a brand new Jado. Just use a drill. Yeah, I'm going to. And the 1/4 inch hex drive, it has to be a ball end because you have to go in on a weird angle. And I don't trust my ball ends I have here because these aren't that strong. So I got to find ones like made out of like tool steel or like impact steel, something like that, because I'll be breaking the balls off.
Sullivan Tiger Drive. That's what it is. I remember Tiger.
What is it?
Sullivan Tiger Drive.
Hmm.
Old school. They have like 90-degree. They have so it actually sticks like straight up so you can put it in from the top.
Oh, that's pretty cool. We're going to have to do some body trimming, I think, for this engine.
I'm pretty sure I still even have one of those brand new in the package yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's legit.
That's what I always used to use on my buggies. Instead of just having an end cap on them. So like if I was out bashing, but I would have would just carry my drill around with me. And
Yeah.
if it died on me, then I didn't have to run back to the start box.
So this kit does come with a new header. My thing is, I don't know what the hell I'm going to use for a pipe.
I think they have it set up to use a stock pipe, which should pay.
That's what I want to talk to you about. I don't know if this stock Revo pipe would be good.
I mean, it's a little small, but I don't think, I mean, it'll probably make it more torquey and it may lose a little top end out of it, but
You don't think it'd be that noticeable?
no, I don't think it'll be too bad.
Because that's why I'm another reason why I'm glad you're here. Is because I wasn't sure if it was a smart idea to reuse this pipe.
Yeah, because it is a little bit smaller and shorter than what like the regular 4.6 pipe is, but I think even the head pipe is probably a narrower diameter,
Mm-hmm.
but it should be okay. Because a lot of times they use head pipes and mufflers for like varied sizes. They don't just make one for like, specific sizes unless you get like race pipes where they tune it to a specific engine.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to mount the exhaust in a weird spot once I actually put this on. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. It comes with exhaust gaskets, so I'm actually gonna have to take off this rubber gasket from HPI because this pipe does not go over that. Or this header. I might. Yeah. No, I gotta jam way too hard to get that on. Because I've seen some guys selling like Revos, talking about trying to buy a used one. I've seen some guys selling Revos near me with a big block setup. You know, like with I seen one with an HPI engine in it, and the dude just like took the HPI pipe and just has it literally hanging on the outside of his body, not attached to nothing, just flapping in the wind. And I'm like, and the dude's actually like $400. I was like, what, dude? Are you nuts? You literally
Yeah,
have to be
my
insane.
my brother's friend used the stock pipe, and if I remember right, I'm trying to remember because I think the head pipe kind of came in the wrong spot. I think it would slightly kiss the upper arm, but he made a nice little bracket for it so it ran alongside of the chassis. But it ended up melting the side of the servo box.
Ooh. But yeah,
And I don't even think it was for that. I think because that one wasn't even an HPI motor. That was actually 2.8 out of an Offna Truggy. So that would
yeah,
have Truggy aluminum pipe.
because they tell you what engines like are like direct drop in with
Yep.
this, and then they specifically say like certain ones will not fit. Engines that will not fit this conversion: the Thunder Tiger Magnum Pro 21, Associated Pro 21R, the OSRG, and the OSRZ. And obviously, they don't say anything about HPI because they're a competitor.
Yeah, and they should work. Um, they're a pretty typical like sized engine. They're not like anything out of the ordinary. Like some of them, like the OS stuff, especially the older OS stuff, was kind of they always had their own sizes and different things.
Yeah,
The newer ones aren't quite as bad, but
dude, this looks sick in here, bro. Like that's gonna be an animal, man.
you're probably gonna have to trim your body a little bit
Oh yeah.
because my head just barely clears the body, so yours is probably gonna have to
Yeah, I'm gonna go full size, guys. Like, check this out. Like, that's gonna be an animal.
wheelie popping monster.
Yes, sir. Triples all day. It's gonna be sick. Let's get the body out here. If I knew where I put it. Oh, it's right next to me. Although my body is ripped pretty hard at the end, you can see from crashes. So actually might not. How
It
did that,
probably fit.
dude? That is just. I need a new body. I need to drill a hole for the antenna too.
So that
Yeah,
one is
perfect.
yeah, it'll work.
It's all ripped apart. That's why.
So that's a green. So that's a 2017 or newer one, then, huh?
Yeah, I got this is the newest version of the Revo.
Yeah, that's good because
Just
it's got all the good parts in it.
yeah, I literally cut the thermometer sensor though off. I just literally cut it with my nippers because the way have you taken off your engine yet?
Have I know?
Because the way it's set up is there's like all the telemetry stuff is on. There's like a plastic piece here that has for RPMs and whatever there, which isn't too bad where the motor sits. So like the old school Revos, it was like the motor mount, the motor would mount to that, and then you just put your four screws in and you're good. Well,
Yeah.
this has a piece of plastic that goes over it now, and then your motor mount screws in your ground for your easy start go to it. And then you take that off. It's kind of a bear, but you can get to it. But when you go to lift the engine off, the temp sensor is wrapped around the head, and the only way to get that off, the only way I figured out was you had to take the head off.
Yeah, it's a gasket essentially.
Yeah, I just cut
Yeah.
it because like I was like, I'm not gonna run all these wires out every time I need to take off my engine. They should have made it a plug. You
Yeah.
should be able to unplug it, but you can't. So I literally just cut it because I never use that option ever. I used it once, the first time I ever ran it, and never looked at the app since. So I just cut it.
Yeah. I've thought about um using that stuff. That's one thing that's crazy about this. For the price, and it comes with all of that telemetry stuff right
And
away.
the Bluetooth module.
Yeah. Like the other ones you buy, the electric ones, it's like you pay all that money for it and you gotta
Yeah,
pay $100 to buy all that extra crap.
yeah, and like $1,000 X Max doesn't even come with the Bluetooth module.
Yep, that's what I mean. Like,
It's
if you
crazy.
consider, say, like a max, you have to spend at least $100 to just get the Bluetooth module and a couple pieces to put your phone out there and have all that stuff.
But this literally out of the box comes with everything. And another one, $500, dude. You can't go wrong. You really can't.
This was what made Praxis back in the day was their Nitro platforms. They had like the Revos and the T Max and Slayer and stuff like that. They were,
Dude, I need a Slayer so bad.
yep.
But
Bad part is they're like we're the big dogs, so they're kind of been like it's,
yeah,
they need to get off their butt, make some new cool stuff. It's kind of
I agree with you, man. Mix it up a little. Like, yeah, you make good stuff, but like, I
not
want
just
some.
mixing colors.
Yeah, I just want something cool, man. Dude, if tomorrow they announced that they just built a new Revo Nitro with a big block in it, I'm pre-ordering it. No questions in my mind at all. Not going to happen. But 100%. If they released a fifth scale e-Revo, like they did what if they do what Armored did with the Outcast, pre-order tomorrow. You know what I mean?
If they released an X Max with a gas engine in it tomorrow,
Dude, dude, that would be that would be cool.
yes, it would.
Do you remember the Savage Octane?
Yep.
Dude, if I could find one of those for a decent price in good shape, I'd get one just to keep because they're just so like weird, you know?
Yeah, they didn't do very good. Just like Losi had one, and
Yeah.
the problem they had was the way gas works with basically where nitro mode is converted over to gas, and they were having rod problems, just like the Losi did.
Hmm.
But they were still cool.
Yeah, you know it's crazy. You watch Bodajo, right?
Yep.
His hobby shop that he goes to has HPI parts there, and I was thinking they're only like an hour or so away from me, maybe a little longer. I was thinking about going there and just buying a bunch of the HPI parts. Um, and he has Savage Octane like specific, like obviously it's just a spark plug, but he actually has HPI branded spark plugs for that still.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
love to have an Octane.
Yeah. Those were. That's what they nitros I really like, but if they could make a gas powered small truck like A scale, they would sell like crazy because
I I would 100%.
nitros are a little more finicky. They're harder to start. You have to deal with the glow plug and stuff. And for us, it's fine, but for the average person, it's
A lot
it's
of
too
work.
much, and
Yeah.
they require more tuning, like a gas. You don't have to. They're not as picky with temperature and stuff like a nitro. Pretty much, if you drop 5 degrees, you got to tune it almost. You know.
Yeah, but like that's why I always tell people like the bigger the nitro engine, the better it holds a tune. It's not
Oh
really
yeah, that's
affected,
for sure.
Like my Savage, man, that thing hasn't been tuned in years, and I ran it a little while back. Did it need a tune? Yeah, but did it fire up and I had fun with it? Yeah, you know what I mean. Like if I did that with the Revo, there's no way,
Yeah, yeah. Like just like when I was breaking this thing in, I had to tune it every time because it was 30 degrees cooler than the next. So it was like,
Hmm.
and I ran it 3 different days. So one day it was like 30 degrees, one day it was like 50 degrees, the next day it was like 65 degrees. So I had to tune it each day a little bit.
Yeah,
Even though I
I
did
got
the last day, I was like, it's a little rich. It's fine.
yeah. I
It's
had a
still
Nitro
breaking it.
Sport, a 2.5 Russer, and a .15 Stampede, and 2.33 Revos in my time. That's awesome, guy in a Moose. The Revo platform is one of my favorite platforms for sure.
Yeah.
You also had an MGT 4.6. Yes, that's exactly why I sold all my nitros. Went to HBI Baja. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the nitros can be a pain. And KGN said, "What's up, Gus?"
How's it going?
Where I bought an entire jug of zip ties.
One thing I hate about my TV that comments only stay up for like 30 seconds and then they disappear.
What do you want?
I'm watching the stream on the on my TV.
Oh, okay. If you go to StreamYard, you have StreamYard on your laptop right now?
Yep.
Well, how I have it set up right now is I have StreamYard on the left in the background, and then I have YouTube open in like half a window, and I can read the comments. I don't know if you want to do that or not, because I have two windows open. I had the stream on one, and then StreamYard on the other. So when I talk to you, I'm looking at the camera, but it looks like I'm looking at you, so I'm not looking over here talking to you. That's up to you though. But that's how I always run. I run two. I can see my stream here, or like us, and then stream on the other side, around the TV.
I didn't notice you could. I didn't know you could see the chat or comments on the StreamYard. I've never. I guess I've never played with it before.
Yeah, StreamYard you can. I don't really use the StreamYard apps. I just have YouTube open in another window.
Do that.
Okay, Jim, you want to hop in? Are you in your shop? Hi, you in here, bud? If you're in here, send me a
Oh,
Facebook
Mark.
message. CSL, what's up, man? Coming in here saying hi to Gus, not me. All right. All right. So I'm not taking out the easy start stuff yet, because I know I'm gonna love this engine in here, but you never know if I'm gonna swap back or if I get antsy. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try to put the easy start on this or whatever. So we'll see. So I just zip tied that stuff off to the side so it doesn't get eaten. I really need to get a new body. I almost ordered one for Jenny's. I almost ordered the black one from Jenny's
It's
actually.
too bad there wasn't a way to like put like a slightly bigger motor on here. They had it set up. You really can't.
What, the Riva?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could if you could probably modify it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because that's all you would
I'm
need for like that bigger motor is just a bigger motor. Or,
I'm sure you can figure something out. You're the guy to figure it out for sure.
yeah, because that's only like a 270 size motor. And if you put a 360 size motor on there or 380, that
Yeah.
would be that would be legit.
But honestly though, all they have to do is mount this new motor mount I just put on here. That's 90% of the kit.
Yeah.
All they have to do is put the 3.3 on that motor mount, or that motor slide, whatever you want to call it, and then you can literally just swap almost.
So did you figure out if your battery was dead, or does that not have enough power to turn that motor over?
I think my battery is just dead because it cranked pretty good for a while, like hard, and
Yeah.
then it did your typical battery die, went 0, 0, 0.
Yeah, it sits there and it hits the compression stroke and goes.
Yeah, yeah. So honestly, I think it will do it. I've seen a video of a guy having 4.6 in his. He said he was having trouble starting it. He said it did work, but he converted his wand to a 2S LiPo, and he says it works like a charm. And he goes, the wands have a limiter built into it, so if the motor's pulling too much or whatever, it'll stop you from starting. So he literally just popped. What did he do? Oh no, he just got an adapter. He had a Deems to whatever this is, that weird white connector.
Damn, yeah.
And yeah, he was just using a 2S LiPo
Yeah.
to start it.
Yeah, I noticed that if you crank it too long and it starts to, if it starts to pull too much, even though the battery's still fine, it'll start to be like, I'm done.
Yeah, no, there's like some kind of limiter or whatever. I don't know what it's called in there.
And then you feel the motor starts to get a little bit more ominous, and then you're like, yep. Then you let it sit for a second, and you put it back on and hit the button, and it works fine again. I was like, well, what the heck is that?
Yeah, dude. Oh man, my hair is getting thin up top. Gross. I just see myself in the stream real quick. It's all right. That's why I grew a beard. I started losing my hair. I grew a beard. Yeah, take it easy. Start and reverse the ultimate strength. Yeah, this kit, guys, this big board kit comes with the forward only conversion for the Revo too. So I didn't know Traxxas made this kit. So like I ordered it, and when it came in, it had the Traxxas label on it. I was like, oh crap. So like it literally comes with the forward only conversion kit. Because for a while there, they had the Revo 2.5R. Then they had the Revo 3.3, which the original Revo 3.3 I have actually, and then they released there might have been one in between there, but I believe after the original Revo 3.3, they released the Revo 3.3 Platinum.
I think you're right.
Yeah, because that was only forward only. It had no reverse, and it came with more of a buggy style tire. And they made that they called that their race truck, like they use it on tracks. And then they came out with this one.
And it was only available for maybe 2 years if you're lucky.
Yeah, I don't think it was that popular, honestly.
No.
Because it was more geared toward the track.
Yeah, because they're like, it's not a race truck. I mean, yes, it's it's a low center of gravity monster truck, but I wouldn't call it a race truck.
No, but that's what they were trying to do. So it was called the Platinum.
Yep.
And so it had the forward only transmission and all that stuff. Then it had the OptiDrive because you didn't need it and all that stuff. But you know what, Gus? You know what sold me on the Revo when it first came out, the 2.5? Let me swap my camera back. Oh, let me swap my camera back over. Boom. All right. So you know what actually sold me on the Revo back in the day? When did it launch? 2011? 10?
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. My brother-in-law, he was my sister's boyfriend at the time, had T-Max 2.5, the original. And I was like, man, this is awesome, man. And like literally a week after he got it, they announced the Revo. And like they had videos of it at like a backyard alley with like graffiti on the wall, and they like went up like a parking post and like went on the wall, and then they drove it across the steps and they did all this.
I remember that.
And I watched that. I was like, dude, that's sick. And then all of a sudden, they did a bash video where they jump over a train track.
Yeah.
And you hear it come ripping across the parking lot, and it hits second gear, and he launches it, does a backflip, and lands it. Yeah. And then the next one was him jumping and then landing nose first into the ground, tumbling, and then driving away. I was
Yep.
like, sold. I want that truck. And
Yep.
that's how I got the Revo 2.5. That's what
Yep.
sold me on that truck.
Yep. I remember that commercial. And that was
Yeah.
uh, it's been, man, since there's been a Traxxas commercial on TV. Oh my gosh, long time. At least that, and that's probably been 10 years since you've been seen one of those.
I seen it on their website because I was looking at RC cars and I watched all that. And I had dial up at the time because like we didn't get high speed internet until I was like almost out of high school. But yeah, that's when it blew my mind. I was like,
Yep.
that's the one I want. Like when he cleared that train track and it landed on his front end and he drove away, I was like, sold. I'm getting that truck.
Yep. Yeah, that's what sold me on the T Max too. Like when I was younger, like when that thing first came out, I was just like the biggest truck I ever had before that was a Sledgehammer, and you probably don't even know what that is.
No.
But it's essentially uh, an early version of a Stampede.
Okay.
So and then that's basically what they turned into the Stampede was a Sledgehammer. They're all based off like the Rustler and whatever. But they had at the hobby shop they had the they always had the little TV in there with like the videos of like all the different cars and stuff, and
Hmm.
they showed that one, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I
What?
need that.
Because I
Yo,
had
we were way off. It was 2004.
okay, what was it that long ago?
Yeah, that makes
That
complete
sounds
sense now.
yeah, that's probably more like it because I it was probably
Yeah, 2010 wasn't that long ago.
yeah, that makes more sense because 2004 was probably I still had dial up in 2004.
Yeah.
It was like 2006 or 7 before I finally had high speed. And then it was like a whole three megabits per second.
Yeah, blew your mind. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you though, like I'm so glad I kept my original Revo. I still have it sitting here. Like this is guys, this I know I've said this before, but like we're on like nostalgia now. Like this is my original RC car. Like I still have the original body somewhere that's like in half. But man, and you know what's crazy? The worst thing I ever did to this thing was back here. I have no idea how I did it. Where the motor mount is, I bent the chassis right there. I must have came down because I was messing around near the train tracks. I must have hit a track and I bent it up so I could never get a good gear mesh. It was throwing my motor off. So, and they stopped making this like years ago. And this is probably like 4 or 5 years ago. I was like, man, I need to find a chassis for this thing. I found a guy. That's why I have a brand new 2.5 body. A guy was closing up his hobby shop. He had Revo 2.5 chassis and bodies. So I bought one of each. So like this thing's ready to rip again. But I'm gonna convert this back to 2.5, the 2.5R, the original engine that came with it, and just set it back to stock because nostalgia. I just want to make this thing stock again. It's crazy. Love that truck.
Too many diffs, bent suspension links. Yeah, that's why you get the Revos or the RPMs arm in the back.
Mm-hmm. I hate
Yep.
Revos now though. Too many strip diffs. Yeah, I haven't, knock on wood, that 2.5R, I've countless runs through it, countless stupid stuff, stuck in trees. I've never looked at those diffs ever, and they still
Yep.
feel good. So one day I think we're gonna do a live. It'd be like, all right, let's look at a truck from 2004, and we never looked at these diffs. Now that I say this, I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna blow
And then
diffs.
they're gonna be
Yeah, they're gonna destroy them.
yeah,
But I definitely want to see what it's like in there.
yeah.
And then after I bent a chassis, I grenaded the transmission once. I stripped out one gear. And that was like the worst thing I ever did. Like I broke arms and links and stuff like that. But overall, man, that thing has been through hell. To the point where my buddy had 4x4s on his driveway, like on either side. I would come full speed in second gear and hit them as hard as the truck would go, because as I hit them, it would do a front flip, and I thought it was cool. So I was literally just slamming into a 4x4 just to make it flip forward, and that's how this Integy front bumper is all deformed and beat up, because I was hitting a 4x4 and doing front flips. I beat the snot out of this truck.
Yeah, the Revo I never had diff problems with really. The T-Max I did. That one was I did blow one diff, but that was until I put a big block in it. The 17 and 2017 and newer are supposed to even be a better diff, but like the previous ones, I really didn't have too much issue with. But like the T-Max, those were pretty bad.
Really? I remember I accidentally, before I had the Revo, I destroyed my brother-in-law's T-Max, and it wasn't my fault, but he blamed me. I had a runaway. I was driving the T-Max in our yard, and it lost connection because it was the old AM radios, like, or what were they? Yeah, the huge antennas and stuff.
Yep.
And it just lost connection, took off, and hit a pole, and I completely destroyed the front end. He was pissed.
Yeah, all of them I had like my original T-Max. All those were the original. Were those 72 or were they 27
What?
megahertz? I don't remember. They
Yeah,
were
I
like
don't know.
the crystal radios, but you know, with the big antennas. I still even have the radios for them yet.
Yeah, so do I. Here, boom. This one.
Are they the 47? 72.
TQ Talk Qualifier. Oh yeah, 27.
27.
Yeah, that's these. Boom. This actually might be my original Revo one. Like, this is awesome. As a matter of fact, my Jado still runs one of these.
Yep. Yeah, I still have one for my original Rustler, the one that's like over 20 years old from like the 90s.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got lots of them. Like the old AM radios, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I threw a lot of them away because my kids were using them for swords and I threw I had no reason to keep them because they're kind
of. Here's the original. Here's the Roto Start.
Yep. Rotor Rooter.
Yeah, and here's the Start one that we were talking about earlier. It's just a smaller axle.
Yep.
All it is.
Yeah, I actually like that one better because it was easier to kind of angle it better. The one with the like hex, it was kind of bindy, I always thought, because there was.
No, I agree with you.
I can't remember what other brand used that hex.
I know Team Associated.
Yeah, Team Associated. That's what it was because my brother had one of those, and you would go to start it, and all of a sudden it would grab a halt, and it'd be like.
I think that's how I bent the shaft on mine.
Yep.
Because I want one of those Associated ones. Just the shaft though for my Savage. Oh, I'm just firing up the heater.
All right, right back. Got to run to the fridge quick.
Firing up the heater, guys. Let's hope I don't burn my beard off. I've done that a little bit. I fired this thing up and I was like, ooh, I smell burnt hair. And that was me. Sorry, guys. We're kind of just rambling about like old school stuff. Feel free to hop in and change the subject. I really need to get. I need to get some things. I need to get stuff for the Parts Baja. I need to get stuff for my infraction. I got to get a kit for that nitro engine that I won. Oh, my hoodie's smoking. Stop licking your paws, man. getting a little bit chilly out here tonight. So any of you guys into video games? I play video games. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have a PS5 and a PC I built. Battlefield comes out tomorrow. Pumped about Battlefield. 27. Somebody bet antenna. Yeah, dude. Oh, like you see someone that doesn't really use them try to put down and like bends like I just did because I haven't done it so long. You're supposed to start from the bottom. So did you guys watch my new video I posted today? Oh, like an hour or so ago, or more than an hour now, a few hours ago. What you guys think? I know I kept repeating myself. I was just blown away by that motor and ESC in that thing, dude.
I haven't watched it yet. Was in the middle of making supper and stuff.
Yeah. You get to see my 6S LiPo all bent. I didn't send you a picture of that, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, did I? I think I'm gonna still use it.
Yeah, I've seen
'Cause
Talbot use them all the time. He sits there and straightens them out.
Because like I let it sit for a while, it didn't puff. All the cells are still active. I checked them with the cell checker that Addicted had. They're all the same voltage. There's no puffing at all. So I'm just gonna run it.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Like usually, as long as it doesn't. As long as it's not puffing or causing issues.
Yeah, like it wasn't even warm. So like
Yeah.
I'm just gonna run it. It's just deformed. My first RC was an HPI Wheelie King.
I've had two of those.
I seen I think my buddy had one of those. It was pretty cool.
Larry's got one of those.
He does?
Yeah.
Our man Larry.
Well, he's got the Crawler King, which is the same thing. They just changed the body and put different tires on it. Ooh, one of my motor mounts was loose.
Ooh, is that your Riva?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the way you check those things.
I check them when they fall apart.
That's how I usually do it, but I figured since we're sitting here, I might as well check it.
Yes, sir. Burnsy, what's up, buddy? I sent you a link. You should hop in the live for a little bit. I know you're a busy man. You're working a lot, but we're talking about nitro stuff. I know you hate nitro.
Hurts his ears.
Eh. Boom. Burnsy, I know you don't like nitro, but you have to admit, that looks sick in there, dude. That color, too, just goes with the blue. It's just like, yeah, I'm ready to F stuff up. Oh, you're driving home? I got you. But yeah, we're this whole thing I did tonight is definitely gonna need some tuning, some fine tuning. I got to when I pull because I didn't tighten anything or have anything set yet because I got to pull the engine again. I'm gonna put a new starter shaft in here so I can run the new version of the rotor start. I got to move the carburetor a smidge so I can actually line up for the throttle. Hook up the spring. I'm going to take out the rest of this telemetry stuff because I still have the RPM sensor, or whatever this is, here. So I got to get rid of all that. And she should be ready to break. I'm really curious because I've always ran my Revo stock. The most I ever did to one was I took my Revo 2.5 and put a 3.3 in it. So this is gonna be sick.
Yeah, the biggest thing is that the 4.6 has a lot more torque.
Mm-hmm.
It should be. That's the biggest thing is they're pretty good, and if you can get them just right on the throttle, they will wheelie okay. But with that 4.6, it should be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be an animal. And I don't understand why people had to move their transmission forward. People that I've seen that put the 4.6 in these, they said they had to move their transmission forward. Mine lines up. Like the the clutch bell gears and the spur are like perfectly in the middle of each other.
That's why when you were talking about that, I was like, I don't remember having to do that at all. The only thing I remember is granted I used my own motor mount, but I was like, I don't remember having to move anything.
Yeah, I don't understand why they had to either. I'm looking at it now and like trying to figure out why. Unless they want to, the only way I can see them having to move it forward was because they want to use different holes to mount the motor, like the front holes. But like, why would you? There's multiple holes.
Unless they use like some kind of different aftermarket um,
Oh, kit.
kit, and it's not,
Yeah,
like the Traxxas one is legit.
yeah. I like I said, I didn't even know it was a Traxxas. I didn't even know Traxxas made these.
Yeah, so that one is probably made for it. They know exactly like the measurements to make everything fit. So even though you would think if you would buy another one, they would make it as bolt in as possible.
Yeah. Maybe. Hold on. Let me.
Or some people maybe didn't do it right. So they're just like, okay, well, I'll just move this instead of
Well, I did
ripping
have
the
if
back
you.
motor off.
Yeah, maybe they ran into the issue I did earlier, where the corner of the motor was hitting that chassis a little bit. Instead of
Yep.
grinding it down, they moved it up all. But I ain't scared to grind some metal
No, that hurt nothing.
because the flywheel is close to the chassis, but it ain't gonna hit it. So I can. That's the only other reason why I see people being nervous. But like I'm rotating the flywheel now. Like it's close, but I'll know if I hit the flywheel on the chassis because it'll just stop. Got 21 likes, three thumbs down. I dig it. Oh. So yeah, next step is just I have to get that starter shaft. I should have just cut this one and notched it. I really debated it. I literally was taking off the back plate to do it. But I have to admit, HPI parts are getting easier to find.
Yeah, with especially because they re-release. That's what's weird. They supposedly re-released the other one
Yeah, I
to
seen that the other
the
day.
original stock, but I would say because of the fact you can get it everywhere, I don't think it would be.
Hmm.
Like I know at first there was some of the places where it was like the one what you call it got maybe, but like now you can get it at A Main, you can get it at, or maybe you can't get it at A Main, but like eBay, um, there's a couple other places too, and maybe you can get it on A Main, but it's not the new one. And that's why I was like, nah, I ain't gonna pay $700 for the old one.
No. Might be buying that 1/8 EXP roller. The cell sounds pretty good. Bernsey, if you get that, let me recommend a power system for you. The 8S setup that's in mine on 6S is awesome. I'm glad I thought of that. Bernsey was the one that gave me that idea.
Yeah,
That
that sale ends today, doesn't it?
does it?
Yeah, it ends
Yeah,
today.
the 11th. Yeah, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it soon, Burns. Yeah, someone else I think just bought one too. Who texted me? Someone texted me. I don't remember who it was. They told me they were getting one too. I love that thing. That thing is sweet. And now that the diff issues seem to be fixed, because I haven't had any yet, knock on wood. I had fires and stuff, but had nothing to do with the truck.
The only thing I would say is it's kind of is the wheelie bar is my only complaint.
The
Otherwise,
wheelie bar.
or wheelie bar, the wing one.
Wing? Ever since I swapped my wing mount to RPM, I haven't had an issue.
Yeah, I broke mine off like second run on the RPM one.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
I was letting my son run it though at the time when I was so that he lands on the back end all the time, so that could be part of the problem. But
Yeah. I just can't get over how well mine controls in the air, dude. It
yeah, that's
literally
my favorite.
it spins on the dime. It can stop on the dime. Like it's
Yep,
awesome.
yep, the control and it even handles really good.
Yeah, it's fun. I
Yep.
just don't need it. Yes, you need it. Treat yourself. You've been working hard, man. Get that or a new kit, dude. You need to get a. Oh, Bernsey, I released a new video today of the Typhon and the TLR 4.0 buggy. Dude, I'm so glad that I traded for that. That thing is ridiculous. I need a Tekin Gen 3 like tomorrow. It's just I don't have the money for it right now.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Yeah, dude, but after running the Gen 2, I can see why.
Yeah.
Like, it blew my mind, dude.
Yeah, that's why pretty much everybody that's all they run for racing is Tekin. There's
Mm-hmm.
none better. The Hobby Wing does make a brush or a system very similar. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's like an RX something. I forget, but that one is pretty good too.
What do you think of the Sidewinder from Castle?
That one is not very good.
No.
I would rather go with like one of them their mamas. It's more
What's
of
that
a
GW2?
it's more of a baseline. They're like originally the Sidewinder you could not get it with a um, censored like they were originally all sensorless.
Mm. Better than a Castle? Apparently to Gus, yeah. And dude, I'm telling you right now, Guy on the Moose, watch that video today I posted, and I'm no expert or anything, but you can tell the way I'm talking about it. It blew my mind. Like I can. It's just crazy how controlled it is. Like Gus was saying, he would love to run those on his bashers because they're so controllable, but you'd break them because of the sensors and stuff. But dude, it's mind blowing. It blew my mind. It really did. That's insane.
Yeah, the Castle are pretty good, but they're still I would say as far as the
Oh, you did.
the Tekins are better.
Yeah, that Tekken Sap, dude. Like I understand why people like him.
And Tekin's been around a long time.
I'll
That's
be right back. Yeah, but like I said in the video, like I kept repeating it. I'm getting a Gen 3 for that buggy for the 4.0, and I'm putting the Gen 2 in the Typhon. Hobby has an ESC that is good contender against the Tekken.
Yep, it is pretty good. There's some guys that run that one. I have not run their newest version. I run the older one, and it was pretty good.
Burnsley just doesn't want me to get a Tekken because he wants to get a Tekken, and like now that I know what they're like, I'm getting one. So,
Or he just wants to get a hobby wing. Just want you to think you're better than him.
So if you won that the engine that I won, what would you put it in? Because I'm really thinking about either getting a Techno or a Lozi TLR kit.
That would be what I would get. Would be one of those. Um, I'm not a Kayasho fan. I've never. I mean, they're all right, but I would probably. I think if I was gonna go electric, I would maybe go techno. But I think if I was gonna go nitro, I'd probably go with a TLR.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just think they're set up better. It seems like techno has been kind of going more towards electric, and it kind of seems like they're more set up that way. So the balance and everything may be better for electric. You
I
know what I mean?
got you.
Where the TLRs are designed almost for nitro. I don't know. I guess they're both kind of doing the same thing now, but technos are good. I know it would be a hard decision. I mean, it would be because they're both definitely good.
Yeah, because I think this winter, obviously, I'm gonna keep running and stuff, but I'm gonna get some kits. I'm gonna we had this conversation before. I'm gonna convert my original Revo back to like 2.5 and all that. I want to make my other Revo 2.5 a speed Revo. So I'm gonna try to lower that really low and just get an obnoxiously big nitro engine in it and try to rip the hell out of that thing.
Yeah,
So it's just be more like projects and stuff just to tinker.
yeah,
Because I love coming out here in the winter when there's snow outside and I leave the door open by turning the propane heater on. I just come out here, drink some beers, hang out, like and just tinker on stuff. Get the A scale Creighton EXP and make it a nitro project. That was my original idea when I seen the Creighton EXP. I was like, man, if I got that and put a nitro in it, I can make a lot of people angry. That'd be awesome. That's how I look at things. Like, will it make people mad?
yeah. And considering it's based off of the old Team Durango, it wouldn't be hard to convert it into a nitro either.
No, I was looking at it when I had the motor out of it the one time. I was like, this actually wouldn't be that hard.
No, no,
It'd be
because that's
cool.
what my brother used to run mostly was the Team Durango, and I think he ran a Reds. Pretty sure it was a Reds in his last one, and I mean you can't barely tell them apart, like the way the body was and everything on the last Team Durango before they discontinued them and shut them down, and it was the time Hobbyco went bankrupt about, and then Arma basically got sued by Traxxas and then got bought out by Horizon, and
Hmm.
it was like the late 2000s and stuff like that. And then they basically said, okay, they dumped all of them because all the old Armas were plastic, like they were kind of like Traxxas, and Traxxas sued them and stuff like that. So they took the Team Durangos and they basically took them and were like, okay, here you go. here's our new basher.
Yeah.
Cheapened them up, so it's kind of like the difference between a Losi and a TLR.
Hmm.
They're basically the same thing, but it's not quite as good. Like a
Yeah, I got you.
6061 aluminum versus the 7075 and stuff like that.
Yeah. Maybe the Nitro EXB will be a winter project too, because we'll be cooped up for a while. So maybe I'll get, because honestly, I'm not gonna drop a like that one I one or the Nova Rossi or anything. And I'll probably just use. I have spare 3.3 Revo and or Traxxas engines laying around, so I'll just probably just use a Traxxas 3.3 engine and figure out a way to get it in there.
Yeah.
Because I have spare tanks from Revos and all that stuff, so I have enough spare parts to make that a nitro. Zip ties, glue, and hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
It's all you need, man. I'm just the reason why I want the new Savage in Nitro is because it's like nobody has released like a new Nitro in so long.
Oh, it's like honestly, the last technical release would be when they kind of updated in 2017,
Yeah, like, and then you got
and
the
then the T Max they updated that one.
yeah, then you got the how long has that Losi RTR Truggy been a thing? You know what I mean? Like that's been around for how long? Hold on one second. I got a phone call. This is what I've been waiting for. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Sorry, guys. I was waiting on a phone call. Got some stuff going on. I love my Techno MT410. I converted it to a Truggy. Dude, that sounds sick. But yeah, I think this winter is gonna be the winter project, man. I want to get a bunch of new parts for the Jado and all that stuff. I think that
Yeah, I want to. I don't know what I want to do. I have like a lot of project ideas. I just don't know what I'm gonna do.
really.
Yeah, I've been like, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I've told you about a couple of them,
Hmm.
and you beat me to the one, and I didn't even tell you about it, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, I'm gonna put a 4.6 in here, and I was like, oh,
Oh, you didn't even tell me that.
that's what I said. I didn't even tell you about it, and then I was like, I'm gonna do this, and I was like, well, I was gonna do that, but I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah, dude. you're gonna do it way cleaner and nicer than me, and you're gonna make your own stuff, which is gonna be cool as hell to watch.
Yeah, I don't know what motor I'm going to use though. Like you use the 4.6. I don't know what motor I'm going to use, but and that's
I
why I
was
was telling you, like that's why when you said you're going to do it, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it too. I've been looking on eBay, and then that's
mm,
why I was like, I didn't even tell you about it yet. Austin, you're like, hey, I think I'm going to do this, and I was like, oh man, that was my
sorry,
idea.
sorry, man. I just like I said, we were talking that night, and I was like,
Yeah,
I totally forgot I had this 4.6 engine in my Parts Savage. I'm gonna put this bad boy in here.
yeah, I remember that. We're sitting around having a couple, and all of a sudden you're like, hey, I got this motor. I think I'm gonna put
Yeah,
that there. And I was like, oh,
son of a bitch.
no, that's good.
Yeah, I'm pumped. Like I said, I've always ran Revo's stock or with a 3.3. Like never like with something obnoxiously big for it.
Yeah, I never put one that big. Like I told you, like in the T Max, we had the 21 in there, but we never put a the 28 or anything like that.
Mhm.
Really cool is to throw like a 5.9 in there, but
Yeah, that's another nitro I wish they would rework and put out.
yeah,
The Savage XL,
yeah,
the nitro, because I've been looking for one of those, and like when people have them, they either want way too much or they beat the hell,
yeah.
and it's just
Most of
that
them, most
that's
I
a
find they're always a box of parts, and they're like, I want $700, and you're just like,
no. Yeah, a Savage XL and Nitro, because when they released it in electric or re-released it, because they didn't rework it. There's new Savage 4.6 and the new E Savage are reworked. Like they fixed the stupid things that they didn't do correctly
yeah,
and stuff. Like the XL was just a re-release of the original one
yeah,
in electric. So I was like, well, maybe if they release the Nitro again, I'll buy it. But like they never came up. So I have hope for HPI. I have hope, and they're still not long. They're still not here in the U.S. yet. They're still out over there. But I have a feeling that's because of all the shipping containers and stuff are still in the ocean. Um.
yeah. I
So
think I've been watching, and I think they're working on their dealer network. Like at first, when you clicked on their website, the only dealer they had was that one place where uh, Hybrid bought his from, which was that whatever
yeah,
place.
it's like a distributor or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah,
And now
I
there's
almost bought
like,
parts from there.
yep, now there's almost 30 dealers throughout the United States.
Yeah, they're slowly coming back, and
Yep.
I really hope they come back in a big way. Because at the end of the day, even if you're not an HPI guy, it's just good for us to have more options, and it
Yeah,
gives
it is.
everybody else like it's just good in general that they're back.
Yeah, it's competition. I mean, it makes everybody else be better, and it's, even if you don't want that brand making a different product makes the brand you like make a better product because it's a different brand making something.
Exactly, because we've been stuck with pretty much like the two main Arma and Traxxas. And I say this all the time. Lozi isn't talked about enough. I think Lozi makes awesome stuff.
Yep.
Um, but with HPI back, back in the day, like when we were talking, like when the Revo came out and stuff, it was HPI and Traxxas. Like
Yep.
that was the two main that you would always like go to. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pumped.
Yeah. And Losi was always good, but Losi was pretty much for racing. And
Yeah,
and Associated, they had, I don't know what it was. They never really caught on. They were, I
didn't
don't know
they?
why.
Wasn't the associated monster truck like a complete beast? The Nitro. It used a
Yeah.
plane motor.
Yeah, it was pretty good. But it was like they never caught on. I don't know if it was because they lacked the dealer network or something or what, because like at any hobby shop, like back in that time, like we actually had hobby shops. And usually when you go to them, you would go there and there would be Traxxas, there would be Losi, and there would be HPI, and maybe like one or two uh, associated, but they would always be like race buggies, and that was it.
Yeah.
They would never have like the monster trucks or anything like that. So I don't know if it's how they promoted their stuff or what, but they never really caught on. The only time you could really see the stuff or the associated stuff was on the Tower catalog. And I'm
Yeah,
talking,
I was just associated them with racing. Like I always thought buggy. I never thought basher or monster truck. And then
Mhm.
I remember the MG, yeah, the 4.6. You had one. It was a beast. Yeah, those are nuts. But I remember when I was getting into like RC hard, I remember seeing that monster truck. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. But never seen one in person, never like went to a hobby shop and seen it. I always just assumed like I always just went right to racing or buggies with them. I never went to anything else.
Yeah, I've only seen one of those, and it was like a 8.1 or something like that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like huge motor.
Used T Max arms, but had tough diffs. Yeah, dude, I think doesn't hybrid have one?
Yep.
Yeah. And that guy doesn't live far from me, man. I want to try to get him into the pit, get him out there bashing. Him and Foundry RC. Foundry RC says he's down for the drive. He's just busy, you know. Because that Foundry RC's got some freaking fish scales, man. I would have to make him bring the the Raminator. I have to see one of those in person.
Yeah, I'd like to see one of those. I watch some of the people's channels, and they like put it up next to an X Max, and it makes the X Max look tiny. And
Oh,
it's
you're like tiny, tiny too. Yeah,
yeah,
it's nuts, dude. Like like I can appreciate how big those tires are, but
yeah.
I think I won't. I'll appreciate it more when I see a tire. You know what I mean? They had the bigger one, an 8.0. It was a different rig though, I believe. Yeah, dude. And honestly, Nitro was slowly coming back.
Yeah,
Um,
that's been.
what's his name? The RC blog guy. He's an Asian guy. Mark, no, I subscribe to him. He does races. He has Revos and oh my gosh, I forget his name. But he actually just did a Nitro Revo video. He was like Nitro's coming back. Let's run a Nitro, and like more and more, I'm starting to see more and more Nitro stuff, and it's
I have to.
really cool. It's really good. And like Nitro Freak, obviously, you know, he's always pushing Nitro and stuff. But like just seeing like more and more people being interested in it is pretty cool. It gives me hope for sure. It's just sucks that Nova Rossi isn't a thing anymore.
Yeah, they could. It could always come back. Or no,
Yeah, that would be cool.
it's one of those things. It's like the whole COVID thing killed a lot of businesses, and it might be they're kind of still kind of whatever, and it could come back.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
It was just like, do you think they closed because of COVID, or do you think they were going to close anyway? And they just, when COVID hit, they were finally like, you know what? Now's the perfect time to just stop. Yeah, Mark
For how
Santana.
for how busy in like if you watch their YouTube or their Facebook page, I mean they were posting stuff all the time. They had like racers, they had all these different race events and stuff. Boy. And I know, they're from Italy and it was hit hard and they had like the biggest like lockdowns and everything. So for them it was probably rough.
Yeah.
So being a hobby company, it's, But some people, it's like, well, you just wait and come back or whatever. But a hobby company is a small company. They don't really,
Hmm.
RC is a small industry,
Yeah,
so
they may make a bunch of money, but it's nothing compared to other things. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Yeah, I
exactly.
got you.
Yeah, so something like that can completely ruin a company, and it depends on the drive of the company. If they have the urge to get back into it and whatever, it could come back. But it's hard to say.
Because I was watching one of Boda Gel's videos from like when COVID first started and stuff, and he was talking about Nova Rossi and stuff. And he said that Nova Rossi was working on like a .32
Yep,
and stuff, and then they stopped, and it just they went out of business and stuff. Like, dude, getting a .32 for Nova Rossi, I would get one tomorrow.
yep. That'd be like the ultimate monster truck motor.
Hell yeah, dude, I would 100% get one.
Yep. If they had one, that is what I would be putting in my Rebo build.
That would be insane. That'd be cool as hell, though, man. Yeah, I kept, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I had that nitro engine that I won from Nitro Freak inside. Like, I go inside sometimes. I just open a box and stare at it. Like,
It's like,
nitro's just so freaking cool, man.
yeah,
It's all like saran wrapped, like they like shrink wrap it and stuff. Like, it's such a nice setup. I cannot wait to get a kit for that. It's
I do
just
that
I
with
don't
my
have the funds.
I do that with my RC cars. Like I'll come in here and I'll take the body off and I'll just sit here and look at them. And my kids will come in here and they'll be like, "Dad, what are you doing?" I'll be like, "I don't know."
Admiring. Yeah, like I do the
Relax.
same thing, man. I come out to the shed and have a couple beers and just like, man, I got some cool toys. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's like you just I don't know. There's no way to explain the why or how you do it. It's just you just look at it.
yeah.
Just look at it.
Look, would you look at it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just cool, man. Such a cool hobby. And like, if I didn't do this hobby and like have Guy make me start making YouTube videos, I never would have met you. I never would have met Metz or Mitchell or nobody, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I consider you guys friends. I talk to you guys more than I talk to my normal friends. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Before I met Metz, he actually invited me to the whole crew.
Yeah, I remember because he was like, "Do you have you guys ever seen Gus Custom Creations? He built like a remote control kids quad." And we're like, "What?" Because it was like during a live, and like you
Yeah.
just came in and we're like, "Dude, that's awesome!" Like
Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah. And then he's like, "We were talking about you in our live last night. You need to come join our Facebook group." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's cool though, man. I never thought that I would meet so many cool people doing this. You know, I
Yeah.
thought I would meet a lot more trolls. Obviously, I'm not as big as like you or Guy or anybody, but like I thought it would be way more trolls. Like I thought I'd be dealing with that stuff way more, which has happened.
What?
The stream paused.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I didn't see anything.
All right, we're good. Are we still live on you?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, on my side it froze.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised. Like, I do get an occasional ones, and they're just like complete. I will call them ignorant people, where
Yeah.
they're like, they come in here and they're like, "Why don't you clean under your fingernails?" And it's like, I'm working on something. Realize what happens? Or why do you have screws on your table? Because I'm tearing something apart.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, what am I supposed to do with them?
My favorite, like I got one guy. I'm not gonna say his name or nothing, but it's on my X Max review, and he was just like, "Oh, that's just another what a waste of time." Blah blah blah, just saying what everybody else says. And I was like, "Why'd you watch the video?" And he was like, I thought it would be something different. I was like, well, don't forget to hit that thumbs down on your way out. Like, I appreciate the view. Like, I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like, you're gonna go out of your way to comment stuff like that?
Yep.
Like, I don't have the time of day to deal with you.
Yeah, and I've had a few on my kaiju videos where they're like, why are you are you paid by Red Cat? Why do you make all these kaiju videos? You are telling people to buy such a crappy product or whatever like that. And I was like, because I like it. Just because
Yeah,
you don't like it doesn't mean that I don't. That I can
yeah,
like it, can I? You know?
yeah, exactly. Like, dude, I don't get it. Like, this guy wasn't a troll or nothing. He was just like talking
Yeah.
in my fire video of my Creighton. He was like, "Oh, you guys could put that out way sooner, but you're just trying to get those views for that YouTube money. I understand." And like, I thought to myself, like, I wish, dude, I wish YouTube money was paying for those parts. Like, are you kidding me? Honestly, we were just kind of like, well, crap. Like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And then it finally got to a point where I was like, all right, both batteries are done. Let me put it out. But like, it wasn't like I was milking it or nothing. It was just literally us, just like, I can't believe that just happened.
Yeah, some people they just don't get it. You're just like they think because you put a video on YouTube you get paid for it. It's like it doesn't work that way.
And you know what
Like,
drives me nuts? That YouTube is putting commercials and advertisement on my videos, and I'm not making nothing from it.
yep,
Don't make money off my videos if I'm not making money off my videos.
they put that in a few months ago where I actually read the thing, believe it or not, when they put them up, and it was they said you may have commercials on your videos even though you are not monetized or whatever like that.
Yeah, I just think that's messed up. Like, don't be making money off me until I can make money on my own stuff.
Yep. Yeah, and I forget there was a reason they couldn't do it, and I'm guessing they're probably pushing the envelope. Um, and that's because it's technically personal property, and I'm guessing they changed the language in like the agreement, so it's technically not your personal property anymore after you upload it.
Yeah. Well, it's technically not, because how much stuff can't we say or can't we do without getting
Yep.
taken down or in trouble? So like, I understand it. I enjoy it. I'm not gonna stop doing it, but
Yep.
like, if some of it just gets obnoxious, and I can only imagine like what Tony from CCXRC deals with and stuff. Like, having to be like, I gotta make sure there's no music in the background. If I go into a store, I gotta make sure there's no music. Like, dude, like, that should be a thing. Like, if it's background and you're in a store, you can't control that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like, but
Yeah.
I'm not at that point yet where I have to like really focus on that. But we're getting there.
Yeah, there should be, and I can see where they're coming from because otherwise, if it was background music, people could just like have a boombox playing in the background
Yeah,
and
exactly.
whatever. But I don't know. Sometimes they need to actually look at the video instead of having their computer say, "Oh, you know,
Yeah, but on the other hand, how many videos get uploaded every day? You
yep,
know what I mean? Like, it's insane.
yeah, they make
So
some money. They and I get it. They can't look at all of them,
yeah, it's just
and
weird,
that's
man.
just like my one Mater video. Somebody uh turned me in, and they're like, "That's an unsafe video" or something like that. And I was like, "What?" I that was a while ago. I showed you guys that, and
Yeah.
they took my channel down, and I was like, "What the heck are you talking about?" I sent luckily I sent the appeal thing in, and they're like, "Okay, yeah, that's fine." And then they put everything back to the way it was. But I was like, "What?"
They said it was unsafe.
Yeah,
Dude, the stuff I see on YouTube and they said that was unsafe, that's insane.
yeah, and they're like, "Well, somebody said it was driving around by itself," and I was like, "It's radio controlled." Oh, well, yeah, that's fine.
I'm surprised they haven't made a radio controlled lawnmower yet, like those guys did. Did you see that video?
Yeah.
And like people are chasing it, trying to turn it off because they thought it was going by itself, and like the cops came and all that stuff. That was funny. That was a really good video.
Yeah, I was actually gonna make one of those, but I don't know why I just never did. I was gonna make like one of those what do you call them? The ones where the zero steer, I guess you call them.
Oh, zero turn ones. Yeah.
Yeah, zero turn. I was gonna
Hmm.
make something like that with like uh the hover round or whatever you want to call them, like the scooter wheel or motors and stuff.
Yeah.
And, that would work pretty good. You can actually buy them now, but they're like $4,000. And I was like, holy crap, I could build that thing for,
Wow, remote control lawnmower?
yeah, you can buy them.
Weird. I don't
But
know
I
how I
could
feel about
seriously
that.
build it for not even a quarter of that. I bet I could build it for $500.
I believe it. Like I see some of that stuff and I see prices on things. I'm like, I'm good, man.
Yeah, because I mean, I mean, granted, like most of that stuff, if you go to like most of these places, that's where they get this stuff from is China. So if you go to like these places, like there's these places you can actually buy like electric motors, these electric speed controllers and stuff for that kind of stuff, and you can get those for like $50,
Oh yeah.
and then you only need two of them, so that's like $100. So all you need is like a mower deck, and like you basically take a mower and like convert it, and you're done. And it's like the RC part of it is the easy part.
Yeah. Hmm. So what's going on in the chat, man? You guys are quiet. What's going on? Me and Gus are just here rambling, talking to each other. Man, I
Yeah.
was thinking about how insane power tools you could make with a massive Castle 8S system. Think that's
Actually,
like cost.
there's some of the oh, I'm trying to remember if it's Matco, I think it is. They're like a 40 volt, which would actually be like over 8S, right?
Yeah. Because yeah,
This is,
8S isn't 40. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. They
that's
have
insane.
a 3/4 inch drive impact wrench that's 40 volt.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Like I said this before in another live. I just think it's crazy that we haven't had new battery technology. Why is lipo still our go-to? Like, what's going on? There has to be something safer. Like, there has to be something that can produce the same power. We're almost in 2022. Where's the new battery tech?
yeah. It's almost been 20 years since they've released anything new.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like, it's long enough. Like, where's our new battery tech?
Yeah.
Just enjoying the talk. Mitchell's, you're more than welcome to join in with us. Like I said, I know you're a busy man and whatnot, but I put the link in our group chat we have.
All right. I'm gonna take a couple minutes. I think I need to go burn one quick.
All right, buddy.
I'll be right back.
1 second, guys. I haven't checked my phone in a while. My phone doesn't blow up until I'm actually live. That's when people want to talk to me. Minor, what's up, buddy? How's that X Max doing, dude? Did you get that all set up? We put a. Let me swap here because now that I'm on this thing, I got to use my freaking mouse. They really need to fix that. When they fix that, I'll use this all the time. We put the Savage 4.6 or the HPI 4.6 in the Revo. This thing's gonna be a freaking animal. I had to take it back out, so nothing's tight or really set in stone yet. I got a new starter shaft coming so I can run the new version of the rotor start. I thought about cutting it, but I was like, screw it, let me just order the right piece. Yeah, so when that part comes in, we're gonna take the motor out, put a new starter shaft in, get it all set up. It should be ready to do like triple backflips, man. Hell yeah. How do I boom, boom, boom. XMAX diff came in, but I'm still waiting on the servo to come in. That's sick. You're gonna send the revo for jumping the giant one. Oh, dude, of course. I'm gonna launch the crap out of this thing, man. Hell yeah, you know that. I'm thinking about swapping fuels because I'm running 20% in this now. I might go to 30% because that's what I have, but we'll see. Because my Truggy with the Nova Rossi in there has uses 30%, so we'll see how she goes. What server did you get, Miner? I know you told us before, but I forget. It's gonna be 65 here tomorrow. That's crazy. It's weird. It's never that nice here around this time. But I am pumped about this. I actually need to send a picture to my buddy. He's a Savage guy. He actually moved down south. He owns so many Savages. It's insane. Oh, that's my face. Bruce, stop. Let's see. The server sell Savox, and they offered to do no money at all replacement for 50% refund. Nice, dude. So it shows to get a replace. I should be here. Oh, it should be here in 3 days, dude. Hell yeah, man. I'm pumped. That thing, it's gonna be cool, man. I'm happy for you, man. Can't wait for you to get that thing out and run it, dude. But yeah, that's all we did today on the stream. Really, is I got the big block set up for the Revo, put that in here, mocked up the engine. This big block setup comes with a lot of stuff. It comes with a flywheel, so you can use a bump box if you want. I'm gonna run the roto start. It comes with a forward only conversion in the for the transmission, but I want to have reverse because I'm a big dude and I don't feel like having to go get it when it's stuck. And yeah, so she's getting there. It's gonna be a beast, man. Gonna be insane. We're going to abuse the life out of it. Hell yeah, dude. That's what I like to hear, man. Well, it's funny. My mom is doing Christmas shopping early. So I told her what server I wanted, and it arrived the same day. They sent out the replacement. Let me see which servo it is. 1 second. All right, bud. Nice, dude. Addicted, what's up, buddy? Addicted, when you get into nitro, man, I know you're an electric guy and you like everything. I know that. You don't, I know. But I need a nitro buddy to run with because my closest nitro buddy lives out west. That's Gus. What'd you get from the hobby shop, Addicted? Anything cool? This Revo with this engine is going to be insane. It's going to be a beast. I'm pumped. The winter's coming quick, man. The model is a Salvox SB 2290 SG Black Edition Monster Torque brushless steel gear servo high voltage. Not that cheap, but I can't wait to see if a 100 servo is better or worse than a 60. I'm sure you'll probably see a little bit of a difference for sure. Both of my cell phones died during the stream. Nothing, just some parts. All right. You never know what you would do because sometimes you're like, I'm just gonna go hobby shop and look around, and then you come back with a whole carbon fiber boat. So you got to ask. Gus just went out for a second. He'll be back. We're talking about like old school stuff too. Talking about like the original Revo when it came out in 2004. I thought it was later than that, but it's 2004. It's insane. And like what my plans are for the winter, all that stuff, man. Had to turn the heater on in the shed. It was getting hot. You make me want to swap my Alternate back to Nacho with a big ass, big block. Should I do that instead of buying a Nacho rope car? Because I can instead of my X-Max build. No, dude, build your X-Max. Dude, have fun with that, man. You've been wanting one for a while. The other cars still be there. What's up, Gus?
I'm back.
I wanted to get something, but couldn't decide. Plus 10% entire shop coming for Black Friday. Oh, they're open on Black Friday. I'm off on Black Friday.
Me too.
I love Black Friday shopping. I love it. Elbowing, pushing through the crowd, pushing old ladies out of the way. It's great.
There was one year that I enjoyed it because there was like a whole bunch of men that were like went there for their women or something, and we like formed this barrier around this thing. It's like we were here first. You guys can go away. We're getting these thing up because they don't pull the thing off until like a certain time.
Yeah, I love it. Dude.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, Black Friday shopping's fun. So actually, I normally have to work Black Friday. So what I'm doing is we're closed. We're closed on Black Friday. I mean, not Black Friday, Thanksgiving. But I have a key to the restaurant, so I'm gonna go in on Thanksgiving morning at 8 in the morning, cut meat for Friday, and then go home, and then I'll be able to take off Friday. So I'm gonna go throw some elbows on Black Friday. Maybe I'll hit up a Dit's hobby shop too, 10% off. Maybe I'll be leaving with a new toy.
Yeah, for us, the only thing we have around here though is like, unless I want to drive like 45 minutes away, is Walmart. So,
dude, if I was your neighbor, we'd be going that 45-minute ride to Walmart. Even if we didn't buy nothing, we would just be going in there.
like, no. If we go more the 45-minute drive, then there's a bunch of stuff. But like otherwise, in my town, the only thing we have is Walmart.
Ah. Well, if that's all you have, you normally have everything at that Walmart then.
Well, our Walmart is a wannabe. It's not even a superstore. Like they don't have tires or anything like that. So it's kind of,
really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, normally when they're like the only game in town, they have everything.
Yeah, like we don't have like my town is like under 8,000 people. So.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, for me, that's still scary. Like I grew up in a town that had like 1,200 people or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Graduated with, well, I didn't graduate, but my class that did graduate there was 12 people that graduated.
Holy hell, dude. I love buying RCs out of issues. Well, yeah, you're addicted to RC. Come with me. Let's go. All right, dude. I'm down. Um, a miner says 10% off an X Max sounds not too bad. Cough, cough. Dude, I don't know if I'm going to buy a new one. I've said this so many times. I think the older ones are built better, man.
Yeah,
They,
the
like we've had this conversation so many times. Like if I get it, when I get another one, not if, when I get another one, it's going to be a used one and one from before all this stuff happened because honestly they're not built the same. Gus has issues with them. RC guy
yeah,
has issues with them. I had issues with them. Kevin Talbot's friend had issues with his fresh
yeah,
out of the box. They are not built the same. Like I don't care what anybody says, they're not. I'm not saying they're a bad RC. I liked it once I fixed everything, but out of the box are not what they used to be, and it sucks because I want to like that thing so much, and I did once I did my upgrades. So I will have another one, but it's going to be a used one.
yeah. The last time I drove it, and I not only blew the tire, but I cracked one of the the shock cap, and
I
it blew
broke
oil
those so many
everywhere.
times. Yeah, I broke 3 of those.
Yeah, like the other ones, it just broke the top piece off. The last one, it actually split it, so it like oils everywhere.
Mm. Addicted to RC. Quality control is down since COVID. Yeah, no, 100%. I agree with you. We've had this
It is.
conversation too, addicted. And it sucks because, like I said, it's not a bad RC. It's just, I'm
Yeah,
not getting a new
everybody's
one.
got issues with that. Like, I
Yeah,
think
like
we might have even talked about that, like, or after the live last time. It was,
look at Earl's 8S Outcast. All
yep,
his shocks leaked. His diffs were empty. Like he had issues. It's not just Traxxas.
yeah, because nobody can actually get over there to do, like, normally they have engineers that go there, they check stuff out and verify stuff before it actually gets shipped over. Now it's kind of like they ship over the first shipment, and whatever you get, that's what you get. And it after a certain time period, they might figure it out, but who knows, And it's like with Traxxas, it's been around for a while. I don't know, they're probably taking shortcuts because they're like they can't come over here and see what we're doing, so we're just going to make shortcuts.
Yeah. And like I said, it's not just Traxxas. Don't think I'm hating on them or nothing or
Oh,
the X Max or anything. It's just everything.
yep,
Like I said, like one of my favorite trucks, the Outcast 8S, Earl's out of the box, leaked, empty disc. I would have been pissed. I would have been so mad.
yep,
I would have made a video on it just like Earl did. You know what I mean? So it's not just one company.
yep. And it's just like when the EXP released that they had issues with it because they couldn't check on it. And
Yeah.
and now
Yeah.
the
The
ones me and
Creighton
Chef
discs.
have, I have three of them between the Mojave and two of the Creightons, and they've been great. I have not had any issues whatsoever, and that's just the way it is, and it's
Yeah.
in my X Max is just, boy, I tell you, there's days where it's just like if it wasn't for the fact my son liked it so much, it would have been gone already,
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, I watched Talbot's videos, and it's like, what in the heck? It's like,
Yeah.
why is that mine that good?
That's how I was. I was like, why doesn't mine do that? Like when
Yeah,
I grenaded my front diff, I'm like, why? There was no
yeah,
reason. But like I said, it's just nature of the beast right now.
yeah.
But addicted. Will he take 10% off of something that I have to order? Your hobby shop, if he's doing a Black Friday sale, if he doesn't have what I want, if he has to order it, will he take 10% off? Because that, Gus, might be the time I order my kit for that nitro I got.
Or your Slayer.
Or because 10% off a Slayer would be sweet.
Yeah, that'd be what, $50?
Yeah, dude. Mojave Hizabi's making mine 8S soon. Yeah, Addicted launches his Mojave, man. I think it's sweet.
Yep.
I drove that when we did that buggy video I posted today. I drove it that day, and that thing is fun, man. That thing's cool.
The only thing I broke on my Mojave was axles. They, and I broke one arm, but the suspension over centers,
Suspension. Oh,
so the axles pop out, and then they like stick in there, and then it busts the pins off.
yeah. Everything he said? Maybe. Because I need stuff. I want stuff. Can he order savages?
Up his credit card.
Yeah, I need to pay that freaking thing off. That thing's my credit card's up way higher than I like it to be. I try not to use it. I use it mostly for RC stuff for YouTube. So like my Typhon on there and like random parts I needed and stuff. But it kind of accumulated because when I got my new bow, I was like, this bow is too nice to pass up. So that's what really hurt it. So that's why the RC buying is low right now because
Yeah,
I need to pay that off first.
yeah. I've been saving, and I have been so tempted to snag myself one of the XLTs. Like I could do it if Christmas wasn't like a month away. Whoa,
It would be here.
it would be here.
Just feel like
I
you got
know,
it for your
I know because by the time Christmas is over, I'm probably gonna be broke. But if it wasn't for Christmas, I would have one right now.
Yeah. All right, Minor. We'll be here. Dick said if he used his credit card at the hobby shop, it'd be real bad. Yeah, like I said, that's normally what I use my credit card for, but that bow is what really pushed it to the. I'm not at my limit or anything, but I'm higher than I like to be. So once that's paid off, we'll get another toy. I don't know what that toy is going to be though. I really don't. Honestly, I'm this close when that's paid off to getting a Revo 2.0, an electric, because I had one, never got a chance to run it, and I sold it. I had the limiting straps in the rear, so it stopped exploding the rear shocks. I had 4 batteries for it. Like, it was ready to go. And I needed the money at the time, and I sold it. And I never had a chance to run it. And it kills me because I would launch the crap out of that thing. And that's kind of like one I really want to get. Like, I have the Nitro Revos and all that, but like, there's just something about that 2.0. I want to get it. But then there's like the Savage I really want. And then like other trucks that I really want. I don't know, man. I don't know what the next one's gonna be. I need a kit for that Nitro. Like I don't know what's next. It's rough.
Yeah, that's a hard one. It would be nice to have an unlimited budget, but us normal guys, we just can't.
Yeah, we can't just buy whatever. And it's not like I'm making money on this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like I buy one about every couple, maybe, 2 months, 3 months, or something like that, and it's like, so you really got to think about it, and it's like, and that's why people are like, why does it bother you when people say, well, why did you buy that, or it's junk? And it's like, because I just spent 3 months of my life to buy this because I want it. So
Yeah.
because you don't like it, I don't really give a crap.
No, I mean, yeah. I bet you I won't addicted. As soon as I limit the rear shocks like I did on my original one, and I put an elimination kit in the back because they say they don't make it for the 2.0, but they make it for the first one. It'll still fit. Um, it's gonna be a beast to watch. You'll see. That makes me want to get it even more. You telling me that I'll destroy it? I'm telling you right now.
Yep.
Don't underestimate that Revo. You might not see a lot of videos on it. Like Talbot broke his, but like he broke the normal stuff that breaks. If I put the limiting straps on the rear and get those RPM elimination thing in the rear, you'll see. You'll see.
I've seen some good videos on that one. To be honest, when the Max came out, I was seriously tempted on getting that in comparison to the Max. And I was like, do I get that because it's new? And honestly, I like something that handles good. And a Revo would probably handle better, and everybody says it does, than what a Max does, so it's
I've driven the 2.0, not mine, the one I had, but someone at the pit had one. It handles like a Revo. You drove the Nitro, like it soaks it up. It goes good, man.
you know
Like
except the Revo has the center diff
yeah,
where the Nitro doesn't. So it would actually handle even better.
but yeah, I that's honestly, I was really hardly debating that. Like that's like a mind F for everybody. Like he got an E Revo, what? You know what I mean? But like I never look at, as sad as it's gonna sound to you guys, I never look at what I want to get as, oh, I can make content on it, or ooh, like this would be really good for views. I look at it as I want to get this because this thing's awesome. Like, and if you guys don't, no offense, if you guys don't like it, don't watch the video. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing this because I like this hobby, and I'm only gonna get what I want to
Yeah,
get.
that's how I get stuff too. I only get what I want. I'm not gonna buy something because it's like the new thing or
Views and all that stuff.
yeah. I thought about that at first, and when I first got into the YouTube thing, and I was like, it kind of leaves you feeling empty inside because then you have something you really don't like, and it's kind of
Yeah, you sell them,
yeah, you just sell it. So it's like, and
dude.
you really don't enjoy yourself.
The Revo Addicted is not a racer.
No,
It's not a race rig. We had this conversation earlier.
no, it's not.
It's really not. Like,
It, it,
could
it's
could you tune it to be a racer stuff? Yeah. Will it be the best one? No.
not
But
even.
like the
It's
Revo, I'm telling you, I bashed the snot out of my original 2.5 to the point where it's stuck in trees where I had to get cherry pickers to get it out.
yeah,
And I never grenaded a diff. The worst thing I ever did was I tweaked the chassis on one side after 8 years of bashing the thing. Got a new chassis and I messed up one gear in the transmission. Swapped out that one gear and haven't had a chance. I haven't had an issue since. And I have countless tanks of fuel through that thing. The Revo is a hell of a basher.
yeah, and it's not a racer. Like, I mean, the chassis is
I'm gonna use the
several
bathroom. I'll be
inches
right back.
higher. It's nowhere near. I would call it a low center of gravity monster truck compared to a racer or a trucky. Not that it's bad, it's still awesome.
You want a Reba? Yeah, 5 of them. Yeah, I don't know. I don't ever look at the Reba as a racer. I run it on a track just for just for fun.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put it up against a regular buggy like I have or nothing like that.
Yeah, and from my experience, I mean, it's definitely a low center of gravity monster truck compared to a like a truggy. Like a truggy is a racer. This is not a. It's not a racer. It's more of a basher.
It's not it's not the best at anything, but it's really good at everything.
Yeah,
like
it's like it handles better than a true monster truck, but it doesn't handle as good as a truggy. It bashes better than a truggy, but it doesn't do some things a monster truck can. So it's kind of,
it's like a hybrid.
yeah, it is.
More racer than basher. Handles around the track like a trusty. I think you meant to say truggy. I know I've had Revos. My last Nitro Revo went 77. Not a monster truck at all. It's
Well,
like I said, it's like a hybrid, man.
well, considering it's like almost the same thing as a T Max, I would disagree, but
It just handles way better than a T Max because of
yeah,
inboard shocks.
it does. The way it's set up, it handles a lot better.
But yeah, you'll see. I'm gonna bash the snot out of this with a 4.6.
But yeah, I would say honestly, like handling wise, like even like Creighton handles better than what this,
Yeah.
but it's different. It's like this doesn't have like I guess and the E-Revo is a little different, but like this one doesn't have a center diff, so it plows more, so it doesn't steer quite as good and stuff. But it's kind of its own thing. I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
it really is. 100%. It's just like what is it? A Revo. You know what I mean? Like
It's
it's
like
just what
honestly,
it is.
it's like the perfect backyard basher for me. Like honestly, like I haven't had as much fun with anything lately besides my Baja.
Oh, guy on the moose.
Besides,
Yeah, 100% it does.
besides that thing is a little too much for my yard, where this thing is probably a little bit better because it's smaller and the brakes work a little better and it's kind of, but for like my backyard, I mean, this thing is, it's a blast. I mean, I can sit there and like jump in little piles and like drive around my trees and it's a blast.
Oh yeah. Guy on the moose, I agree with you. You're a firm believer that Outcast 6S and Typhon 6S are the best, toughest, best value basher to get right now. Yeah, price to performance, I think you can't beat it. Like they're legit. They're awesome little setups, man, for sure. Atraxa Summit? Nah. They Atraxa Summit has never done it for me. Like, yeah, you got the remote
They're,
locking diffs, you can crawl, you can do, but like I feel like it's not good at anything, but it doesn't do anything bad. You know what I mean? I think that's how I look at that thing.
they're too old. The motor, I mean, they run like the 770 or 760. It's like a huge brush motor and things like this big around in there. And if you put a brushless in it, it just blows apart. So they're kind of, my brother had several summits and they're just kind of, I don't know. They're cool,
No,
but
they're definitely neat, but they just
yeah,
never did it for me.
yeah. Like
Like
the one
that.
video, I wish I'd have not had my camera on time lapse, but I was actually taking this one and I was actually playing around with my crawler. Like even my I can actually like with a nitro, not electric, nitro. I was actually playing around on my crawler track, like going up around the crawler thing and stuff like that. It was just like with the 2 speed and how low it geared on first gear and everything, and it's just
It's impressive, man.
it is impressive. You can do backflips, you can jump it, you can play around and like drive around your yard. It is good.
But yeah, I don't. I have so many projects in mind. I just need money.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Like I want this and that and this and that. It's just the money aspect of it. I gotta pick and choose what's first. Because this ain't a cheap hobby, man.
Well, that's why we do it because it is a cheap hobby. Because it could be a lot of us would rather be like building real cars, and that is not a cheap hobby.
Yeah, that's why I do this. But yeah, I agree, 100%. I tell people that they're like, "Oh, you know, RC cars." I'm like, "Yeah, it's cheaper than the full size thing." Does it get expensive? Yeah, but still.
Yeah, it's like go buy an intake for a freaking
I
engine.
agree, Dynamoose. Yeah, yeah, an intake. You can buy an RC car. Team Associate
Oh
MT8,
my God.
anyone?
I haven't had a lunchbox since like 1989.
You're getting a Tammy. But all right, guys, I think we're gonna end it because my earbuds just said they're about to die. But guys, if you don't know Gus's Custom Creations, go check him out. He makes some good videos. He just picked up a Riva 3.3. He's got some other things in the works. Need something to spend my money on, not RCs. I agree with you, man. But all right, guys, I appreciate everybody being here. Like I said, go check out Gus's Custom Creations. He's my go-to guru with things. And yeah, I'll catch you guys soon. Let's see how to end this on. There we go. All right, guys. Have a good night, man.
All right, so guys.